टाइटल भी कर दो। अच्छा हाँ ये इसमें टाइटल टाइटल हमने इंटरनल वीकेंड हाँ देन अगर पूछा था लेकिन वीकेंड से थी हाँ
A very good morning to all. We'll be start.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. We'll be starting our session. Keshav sir,
Good morning, madam.
We can start now.
Okay, madam. Good morning, all of you. Good morning, dear participants, my dear colleagues, all the faculty members and associated, those who have participated in this STTP. Welcome to day 5, session 1 of today's STTP program. Today we are blessed with Mr. Ashutosh Swarnakar. He is an advocate. Basically, on education front, he has completed his B.Pharm and M.Pharm from Rajasthan, as well as LLB and LLM from Bikaner and Jodhpur, respectively. Advocate Ashutosh Swarnakar is registered patent and trademark attorney, and he has passed a mandatory exam that is to be passed and conducted by Government of India. So he is authorized patent attorney. He is director of BLI Consultancy Private Limited that deals with patents, processing of patents and trademarks and associated things. He is working as patent consultant for various educational and industrial organizations, which prominently include but not limited to Ordnance Factory Ambernath, Automate India Limited Delhi, Maharana Pratap Agriculture University Udaipur, Sangam University Bhilwara, VNIT Nagpur, RVDU Udaipur, Government College of Engineering of several locations like Karad, Amravati, Jalgaon, Chandrapur, and spread all over India. He is also consultant to Sandeep Foundation Nashik. I request Advocate Ashutosh Swarnakar sir to throw some light regarding this. Please, sir.
Yeah, sir. So thank you first of all to providing me this opportunity second time. Yes, sir. So shall we today actually we are going to start lecture on the practical aspects of patents, means how to file the patent application and what will be the procedural stages during the from filing to the grant of the patent. Yes, sir. So shall I share my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, sir. So my screen is visible? Hello?
No, your screen is not visible.
Not yet, sir.
Okay. Now it is?
Yeah, but
It is in process, I think.
it is in process and not yet seen. Yeah,
Yes,
now
now it is visible.
now it is
Yes.
visible.
Yes. So, okay. So today we are going to discuss about the patent procedure and so, what are the stages during the filing procedure. We are just a minute. I think there is. So, patent procedure mainly consists of two main stages. There is first step is publication. Thereafter, second important stage is examination procedure. So, initially, briefly, we discuss about what exactly is a patent. All of you, as very well know that what exactly is a patent. Patent is a form of intellectual property which gives its owner legal rights to exclude the other from making, using, selling an invention for a limited period from years. And there is this limited period is a 20 years. Means by once inventor filed the patent application, he gets the 20 years monopoly rights to exclude the others from making, using, selling an invention. Yes, and as this particular patents and IPR are the territorial rights. So where if any applicant or inventor have applied patent application in India, in that case he will get the protection only in India. And if he wants to exclude others from using his invention in abroad at anywhere like particular country like USA, in that case there he need to apply separately patent application at that particular country also. Otherwise he can't stop someone by using or taking commercial benefits at that foreign country. Okay, so the IPR are the territorial rights. So we need to take care of those things. If we want to commercialize or we want to protect our invention in abroad, that so in that case we need to separately file the patent application at there also. Okay, so so second thing is what is patentable things means हमें patent किसके लिए हम apply कर सकते हैं. So हम पेटेंट पर्टिकुलर किसी इन्वेंशन के लिए, इन्वेंशन मींस लाइक एनी काइंड ऑफ इन हिंदी में अगर वर्ड हम जो यूज करते हैं आविष्कार, what we can say aviskar in term of pharmaceutical. Invention means any new product or any new process involving an inventive step and a capable of industrial applicability. बेसिकली इन्वेंशन की जो डेफिनेशन है इसमें क्राइटेरिया ऑफ पेटेंटेबिलिटी के तीनों पॉइंट्स इंक्लूड हो जाते हैं. मींस इन्वेंशन मस्ट बी अ नोवेल, invention new means the novel, and the second thing must be the inventive step and it must having industrial application. Like हमने जो बनाया है कहीं ना कहीं यूज आ सकता हो या फिर इंडस्ट्री में प्रोड्यूस किया जा सकता हो. फर्स्ट थिंग है इसमें नोवेल्टी पार्ट. जो भी हम डेवलप करते हैं वो कंप्लीटली न्यू होना चाहिए और ऑल ओवर वर्ल्ड कहीं भी रिटर्न फॉर्म में, ऑरल फॉर्म में, किसी भी फॉर्म में जो है एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता हो. And the second thing in this important part is inventive step. Inventive step means existing technology जो भी अवेलेबल है उससे हमारा इन्वेंशन टेक्निकली एडवांस होना चाहिए, कुछ ना कुछ उसमें टेक्निकल एडवांटेजेस होने चाहिए. इन दैट केस ओनली आवर इन्वेंशन गेट पेटेंटेड. अदरवाइज अगर इन तीनों क्राइटेरिया में से कोई भी अगर क्राइटेरिया अगर हम सेटिस्फाई नहीं करते हैं, हमारा इन्वेंशन सेटिस्फाई नहीं कर पाता है, तो हमारा इन्वेंशन पेटेंट जो है रिजेक्ट हो जाता है एग्जामिनेशन स्टेज पे. ओके, सो दीज आर criteria of patentability. Like here we have mentioned patentable subject matter. What exactly? Invention must relate to the process or any product or both. Like like pharmaceutical point of view से हमने एक product develop किया. So अगर वो product already available existing, so we can apply for product patent also. Or second thing, अगर वो product already available है, we have just developed a new method for developing that particular product, तो उस केस में हम प्रोसेस पेटेंट के लिए अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. बट व्हाट एग्जैक्टली देयर वी नीड टू जस्टिफाई द इन्वेंटिव स्टेप पार्ट हियर. क्यों? क्योंकि प्रोडक्ट जो है ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल है, प्रोडक्ट इज नॉट ए नोवेल, बट हियर वी नीड टू जस्टिफाई द इन्वेंटिव स्टेप. इन्वेंटिव स्टेप मींस जो एग्जिस्टिंग प्रोडक्ट है उससे हमारा जो हमारे प्रोसेस को यूज करते हुए जो प्रोडक्ट बनेगा वो किस तरीके से टेक्निकली एडवांस है, वो वहां हमें प्रूव करके हमारे जो न्यू जो हमारा प्रोडक्ट बनेगा बाय यूजिंग आवर डेवलप्ड प्रोडक्ट, आवर डेवलप्ड प्रोसेस, वो हमें वहां जो है प्रूव करना रहेगा. Okay, so first thing, it must be a new. These are same the criteria as we discussed in the earlier slide. It must be new, involving inventive step and be capable of industrial application. Okay, here industrial application से यहाँ दो मतलब निकलते हैं. बेसिकली या तो ये कहीं ना कहीं यूज होना चाहिए, जो भी हमने डेवलप किया है कुछ काम में आना चाहिए. लाइक हमने अगर प्लेसेबो डेवलप किया है तो वो यूजफुल नहीं है, so that thing is not patentable. Okay, अगर बट हमने कोई ऐसा मेडिसिन डेवलप किया है या फिर कुछ ऐसा सिंथेसिस प्रोसेस डेवलप किया है जिससे जो प्रोडक्ट बनता है वो कहीं ना कहीं ट्रीटमेंट में या फिर किसी पर्टिकुलर डिजीज को cure करने में हमें आ सकता है, दो थिंग इज कंसिडर कैन बी कंसिडर इंडस्ट्रियल एप्लीकेबिलिटी। और सेकंड थिंग इंडस्ट्रियल एप्लीकेबिलिटी का यहाँ ये भी बनता है कि इंडस्ट्री में वो चीज मैन्युफैक्चरिंग की जा सके। ओके, प्रोडक्ट डेवलप किया या फिर हमने कोई मेथड डेवलप किया, सो उस मेथड को फॉलो करने से 100 अगर लाइक आपने कोई मेथड डेवलप किया और वहाँ वो मेंशन है, सो अगर उस मेथड को फॉलो करने से 100% रिजल्ट हर बार आनी चाहिए, मींस दैट पर्टिकुलर जो मेथड है उसका एक्यूरेसी होना चाहिए और प्रिसाइजनेस के साथ में 100%, 100 टाइम्स भी अगर उसको कंटिन्यू करते हैं कोई, तो वो जो है 100% रिजल्ट्स के साथ में एग्जीक्यूट हो जाना चाहिए। दैट मस्ट बी देयर industrial this point industrial application. Okay, and then another criteria for some patentable subject matter, there are some invention which are non patentable under section 3 and 4 which we have discussed in our earlier session. Okay, today these are now we are going to discuss about stages from filing to the grant of the patent. The first step of filing, first step of obtaining a patent, we need to apply for a patent. सो एप्लीकेशन हमें पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन जो है पेटेंट ऑफिस में अप्लाई करनी रहती है। ओके, सो एप्लीकेशन जब हम अप्लाई करते हैं तो उसके लिए हमें उसके साथ में क्या सबमिट करना है। सो हियर वी नीड टू सबमिट अ फॉर्म 1 एप्लीकेशन फॉर पेटेंट। उसमें हमें जो है applicants की details, inventors की details, thereafter title and other some information we need to provide to the patent office in that application form 1. Okay, so application form 1 अभी हमें ये कहाँ सबमिट करना चाहिए। पेटेंट ऑफिस जो है 4 जगह हैं ऑल ओवर इंडिया में, दिल्ली, मुंबई, चेन्नई और कोलकाता। सो हमें इन 4 ऑफिस में से कहाँ हमें पेटेंट अप्लाई करना होगा। सो दिस पर्टिकुलरली बेस्ड ऑन द टेरिटोरियल जुरिडिक्शन। पेटेंट ऑफिस ने जुरिडिक्शन डिसाइड किए हैं कुछ पर्टिकुलर स्टेट में जाते हैं कुछ। So, I think मेरा PC हैंग हो गया, just a minute.
Your voice is also not clear, no?
हाँ, just a minute. Okay, we'll see it later. There I have shown. Okay, और फाइलिंग के साथ में हमें कुछ जो है फी रहती है एप्लीकेशन फॉर पेटेंट, वो हमें पे करनी रहती है। अब ये फी कितना रहता है, what exactly the amount? So form 1, if you applied as a natural person means as a individual human being, or you applied with your co-inventor or co-applicant, in that case the required fee shall be 1,600. This is the only fee you need to pay to the patent office if you apply this patent through online mode. Okay, जो है ऑफलाइन मोड से
Excuse me, sir, your voice is not clear.
Then in that case you can apply the offline mode.
Ashutosh sir, your voice is not clear.
Yes.
Uh,
Okay, just a minute.
I think some connectivity issue is there.
Okay, just a minute. I will change my connection.
Ashutosh sir has joined, I think. You can start.
Hello? Yes. Okay. Okay, am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So we are discussing about the form 1 and submission procedure. So if we want to apply the application by way of online mode, in that case we need to only pay the 1600 rupees government fee, whether we file the provisional specification or with our application for patent or a complete specification. Now what is the difference between the provisional and complete here? So provisional specification, like at initial, like you have like you are doing some kind of research and your research is not yet completed. So by way of filing the provisional specification, you can get the priority date or protection, initial protection, so that if someone working in the same field और अगर उन्होंने भी patent application in between this duration अगर apply कर दिया, like India has a first to file system. So अगर आपके कलीग भी साथ में काम कर रहे हैं और उन्होंने अगर आपसे पहले अगर पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन अप्लाई कर दिया तो दे विल गेट द प्रायोरिटी डेट, मींस आपकी डेट के बाद का अगर उनका एप्लीकेशन हुआ तो आपको दिक्कत नहीं है ड्यूरिंग द ग्रांट प्रोसीजर, बट अगर उन्होंने आपसे पहले एप्लीकेशन अप्लाई कर दिया तो योर एप्लीकेशन विल गेट रिजेक्टेड एज बिकॉज द नोवेल्टी पार्ट विल ब्रीच और योर इन्वेंशन नॉट एबल टू सेटिस्फाई द नोवेल्टी क्राइटेरिया, बिकॉज उन्होंने आपसे पहले पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन उस फील्ड में या फिर उस पर्टिकुलर इन्वेंशन के लिए अप्लाई कर दिया है. Okay, so here is the provision. This is for provisional specification filing. In that you need to just submit about the brief idea about your particular invention. Means आप किस फील्ड मतलब किस पर्टिकुलर रिसर्च वर्क पर प्रोसीडिंग कर रहे हैं वो उसमें आपको सारे डिटेल्स देना रहता है. एज स्पेसिफिक आपको वहां देने का जरूरत नहीं है, बट हाँ इतना कि आपको कंट्रोलर को पढ़ने से वो पता चल जाए कि हमने क्या आगे फ्यूचर में जो है कंप्लीट स्पेसिफिकेशन सबमिट करने वाले हैं या फिर हमारा वर्क किस पर्टिकुलर प्रोजेक्ट पर चल रहा है, वो चीजें हमें प्रोविजनल स्पेसिफिकेशन में देना रहता है. और सेकंड रहता है कंप्लीट स्पेसिफिकेशन. सो कंप्लीट स्पेसिफिकेशन में ये रहता है कि हमें फुल डिटेल अबाउट द इन्वेंशन वी नीड टू डिस्क्लोज एज अ पेटेंट इज द एग्रीमेंट बिटवीन यू एंड गवर्नमेंट. ओके, सो आपको जो है आपको जो अपना इन्वेंशन फुली डिस्क्लोज करना रहता है गवर्नमेंट को, और गवर्नमेंट जो उसके बदले में आपको जो है मोनोपोली राइट्स देती है 20 years. Okay, so in the complete specification, you need to fully disclose your invention along with the best method of the performing of the invention. In the complete specification part, आपको जो है इसमें claims भी mention करना रहता है. Claim is the most important part of any complete specification, which define the scope of the invention. Okay, we will discuss about this later in detail. Okay, am I audible, ma'am? Sir, hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, ma'am, thank you.
Clearly audible now.
नाउ सेकंड स्टेप, जब हम पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन अप्लाई करते हैं फॉर्म 1, सो इसके साथ में हमें और अदर फॉर्म भी सबमिट करने थे, वो हम आगे डिस्कस करने वाले हैं. नाउ फॉर्म 1, आफ्टर सबमिशन ऑफ आफ्टर फाइलिंग अ पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन, पेटेंट ऑफिस में क्या प्रोसीडिंग होती है? सबसे पहला स्टेप रहता है फॉर्मेलिटी चेक. फॉर्मेलिटी चेक में वो पेटेंट ऑफिस ये चेक करते हैं कि हाँ फॉर्मल रिक्वायरमेंट्स हमने कंप्लाई करी है या नहीं. लाइक फॉर्मल रिक्वायरमेंट्स, व्हाट फॉर्मल रिक्वायरमेंट्स? इफ यू अप्लाई थ्रू एनी एजेंट, in that case there is a requirement of form 26. If you apply individually, in that case you need to submit an application for patent form 1 along with the provisional and complete specification in form 2. And secondly, with this you need to submit the abstract of your invention. Okay, so these are some formal requirement. After once the examiner satisfy you have comply all those requirements, they will issue the application number to you. They will provide the application number. Okay, thereafter they will generate the cash receipt. Like this is our procedure if you apply the patent application by way of offline mode. Okay, in online mode आपने जैसा online submit करेंगे, automatically after payment you will get the application number and receipts will get generated. Okay, So if you apply through on offline mode, in that case patent officials will check your application first, thereafter they will issue application number and provide you the cash receipt. Okay, और आपने अगर उसे कुरियर से भेजा है तो दे विल फॉरवर्ड यू द रिसिप्ट ऑफ दैट. Okay. For offline mode, you can pay the fee by way of demand draft or by way of any particular postal order, money order, whatever. Otherwise, you can also pay at the patent office bank details. They can provide you the bank details or Google Pay details. Also, now they are having some kind of provisions of Google Pay and etc. Okay. The second stage is they are in the application process, patent procedure is the publication. Once you apply the patent application, like आपने अगर उसमें provisional specification file किया है, तो within a 12 month this is mandatory to apply for to submit your complete specification. जैसा आज हमने provisional specification file किया है, तो हमें 12 महीने में उसका complete specification submit करना mandatory है. अगर किसी reason से आपने ये नहीं कर पाए हैं, so your application get abandoned at this stage. बट यहाँ क्योंकि प्रोविजनल स्पेसिफिकेशन पब्लिश नहीं होता है, सो आप दोबारा उस एप्लीकेशन को अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. बट उस केस में क्या होगा कि प्रायोरिटी डेट आपको वो नहीं मिलेगी, प्रायोरिटी डेट जो है स्किप हो जाएगी आपकी, और नेक्स्ट जो आप न्यू एप्लीकेशन जिस डेट को फाइल करेंगे वही आपकी प्रायोरिटी डेट कंसीडर की जाएगी. ओके. सेकेंडली, और 12 मंथ्स का एक्सटेंशन का एज कोई प्रोविजन नहीं है कि हम पब्लिक प्रोविजनल के बाद कंप्लीट 12 मंथ में अगर हमारा नहीं हुआ है रिसर्च तो हम इसे एक्सटेंड कर सकें, ऐसा प्रोविजन नहीं है. देयर इज वन प्रोविजन फॉर पोस्ट डेटिंग ऑफ पोस्ट डेटिंग, बट इन दिस पोस्ट डेटिंग आपकी प्रायोरिटी डेट भी जो है आपको आगे शिफ्ट करनी रहती है. अप टू 6 मंथ्स यू कैन शिफ्ट योर प्रायोरिटी डेट बाय वे ऑफ फाइलिंग पोस्ट डेटिंग एप्लीकेशन. और अगर आपने ये की अगर आपने ये एप्लीकेशन आज like today's date is 11th of December 2020, if you have filed some provisional specification on 11th December of 2019, so आज उसका complete specification का last date है, और आपको लगता है कि आज हमने अगर नहीं फाइल किया तो रिजेक्ट हो जाएगा, तो आप उसमें पोस्ट डेट करना चाहते हैं. तो उस पोस्ट डेट को आप, पोस्ट डेट का मतलब है कि 2019 दिसंबर 11 दिसंबर जो था उसको आप शिफ्ट करके 6 मंथ्स तक आगे शिफ्ट कर सकते हैं. उस केस में ऑटोमेटिकली जो है CS फाइलिंग की डेट्स भी 6 मंथ्स तक बढ़ सकती है. बट इस केस में आपकी प्रायोरिटी डेट शिफ्ट हो जाती है, और इन बिटवीन दैट पीरियड 11 दिसंबर 2019 से 11 जून 2019 तक, इन बिटवीन दिस शिफ्टिंग पीरियड अगर किसी ने पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन सेम अप्लाई कर दिया तो वो जो है आपका एप्लीकेशन अगर लेटर स्टेज का हो जाएगा तो फिर वो ग्रांट नहीं होगा और वो एग्जामिनेशन में नोवेल्टी को क्लियर नहीं कर पाएंगे. ओके, दिस थिंग वी नीड टू बी टेक केयर. While if someone wants to apply for post dating in any application, this thing we need to be take care. Okay. Now publication, if someone apply directly for complete specification, like आपने application submit किया और आपने इनिशियल लेवल पे ही कंप्लीट स्पेसिफिकेशन सबमिट कर दिया, उसमें आपने फुली इन्वेंशन को पूरा डिस्क्लोज कर दिया, तो यहाँ अभी पब्लिकेशन का सेकंड स्टेप रहता है पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन में. सो कुछ भी हम पेटेंट ऑफिस में सबमिट करते हैं 100% केसेस में आपका एप्लीकेशन पब्लिश होगा ही होगा. ओके, ऐसा नहीं है कि जैसा अदर जर्नल्स का होता है कि ओके यू अप्लाई, उसके बाद में उसको रूटिनाइजेशन करेंगे, एक्सेप्ट होगा, देन पब्लिकेशन होगा. यहाँ ऐसा नहीं होता है. आपने अगर कुछ भी फाइल किया है 100% वो पब्लिश होगा ही होगा. ओके, सो यहाँ उसका दो प्रोसीजर है पब्लिकेशन का, और पब्लिकेशन कहाँ होता है? पेटेंट जर्नल में होता है इसका पब्लिकेशन. हर फ्राइडे को पेटेंट जर्नल पब्लिश होता है, उसमें आपका इन्वेंशन पब्लिश हो जाता है. पब्लिश होने का मतलब है कि आपके इन्वेंशन का जो डिटेल्स आपने जो सबमिट किया है पेटेंट ऑफिस में इन फॉर्म ऑफ कंप्लीट स्पेसिफिकेशन, वो पब्लिकली अवेलेबल हो जाता है. ओके, सो publication कब होता है? पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन बाय वे ऑफ नॉर्मल प्रोसीजर योर एप्लीकेशन गेट पब्लिश्ड आफ्टर 18 months फ्रॉम द डेट ऑफ फाइलिंग. ओके, लाइक आज हमने एप्लीकेशन अप्लाई किया तो हमारा एप्लीकेशन 18 मंथ्स के बाद में कभी भी पब्लिश हो सकता है. और 18 months के बाद ही होता है, उससे पहले नहीं होता है, by way of normal procedure. If we want this publication get earlier, so in that case we need to apply for early publication. There is a provision of early publication. For that we need to pay additional 2,500 rupees to the patent office, that is government fees, or same thing the additional 10% if you wants to apply or go through the offline mode. Okay. So if we apply for early publication, in that case, as per law, your application get published within a 1 month of that request. Okay, normally it get published within 15 to 20 days, but as per law, it get published within a 1 month. Okay. Second stage is there, request for examination. So it is a mandatory to apply for examination. Like आपने किसी पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन को अप्लाई किया है और उसमें आपने अर्ली पब्लिकेशन नहीं किया है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, योर एप्लीकेशन गेट पब्लिश ऑटोमेटिकली आफ्टर 18 months from the date of filing. But the request for examination stage is a mandatory. You need to apply for a request for you need to apply for form 18 request for examination. Otherwise, your application get automatically abandoned after 48 months from the date of filing. Means there is a criteria of 48 months from the date, 4 years. It is a 4 years, 48 months. So within the four years from the date of filing, you need to make a request for examination at any time. You can make at any time. You can apply for request for examination along with application for patent also. Like initially, like हमने 1,600 rupees का fee pay किया application for patent के लिए. So in that along with that, you can also pay request for examination fees also like 4,000. And if you also want here that early publication fee, and you want to pay early publication fee, so along with that you can also pay that fee also. So the total fee shall be the 8,100 that you can pay at a time of filing. In that what will includes it will includes the application for patent form 1 fee and form 9 fee request for early publication, and third thing a request for examination fee, that will be 4,000. जो एप्लीकेशन फॉर पेटेंट्स के साथ में जैसा हमने फॉर्म 2 सबमिट करते हैं तो फॉर्म 2 की कोई फीस नहीं होती है. अगर हमने प्रोविजनल सबमिट किया है तो भी फॉर्म 2 की फीस 0 रहेगी, कंप्लीट सबमिट किया है तो भी फॉर्म 2 की फीस 0 ही रहेगी. और अगर हमने प्रोविजनल सबमिट किया है दैट टाइम हमने प्रोविजनल सबमिट किया है और फॉर्म 1 के साथ में तो भी हमें 1,600 ही पे करना है, और हमने प्रोविजनल के बाद में कंप्लीट सबमिट किया है तो कंप्लीट सबमिशन के टाइम पे ऐसा नहीं है, हमें कोई एडिशनल फी नहीं पे करनी होती है कंप्लीट स्पेसिफिकेशन के टाइम. ओके. सो request for examination form 18, by way of filing form 18 we can apply for examination. Okay. So examination अभी इसमें न्यू अमेंडमेंट्स 2019 अमेंडमेंट्स के अकॉर्डिंग रिक्वेस्ट फॉर एक्सप्रेस एग्जामिनेशन का क्लॉज भी आया है. क्या हो रहा था कि पहले जो एग्जामिनेशन होते थे काफी स्लो प्रोसेस होता था, इवन अभी भी काफी स्लो है. जैसे कि काफी पुरानी एप्लीकेशंस जो 2014, 13, 11, 2005 वो एप्लीकेशंस भी अभी भी चल रही हैं. मिताली मैम का भी एक एप्लीकेशन जो अभी 2014 से अभी ग्रांट हुआ है एक्चुअली. सो उसका रीजन है कि पुराना जो प्रोसीजर था और वो काफी स्लो था, तो उसमें कंट्रोलर बाउंडेड नहीं थे, टाइम बाउंडेड नहीं था वो प्रोसीजर. अभी इसमें रिक्वेस्ट फॉर एक्सप्रेस एग्जामिनेशन का क्लॉज आया है, उसके लिए हमें रिक्वेस्ट फॉर फॉर्म 18A सबमिट करना रहता है. Well, if we file request for express examination, in that case your application get examined within 2 months from the date of filing a request for express examination. Okay, just a minute. Okay, for the filing of request for examination, we need to pay the 8,000 rupees government fees, like 4,000 additional. Like in that form where for filing request for examination, we need to pay the 4,000 rupees fee, and for filing request for express examination, we need to pay 8,000 rupees government fee. Okay. So, but the one thing we need to be take care, or there are some criterias or grounds for eligibility. Just a minute. Okay, these are the some grounds applicable for the request for expedited examination. Okay, so request for examination और request for express examination में क्या difference हो जाता है? Mainly अगर हमने request for examination normal request file किया है तो पेटेंट ऑफिस अपने अकॉर्डिंग जो उस एप्लीकेशन को एग्जामिन करते हैं, उसमें वो लोग 2 साल भी ले सकते हैं, 3 साल भी ले सकते हैं, 1 साल में भी कर सकते हैं, उसमें हम उन्हें बाउंड नहीं कर सकते. Okay, if we apply for request for expedited examination, in that case our application get examined within 2 months only, और जो भी आगे का प्रोसीजर रहता है वो भी काफी स्पीडली प्रोसेस होता है. So there are some grounds. Initially, first ground, that the India has been indicated as a competent international search authority or elected as an international preliminary examining authority in the corresponding international application. So first thing, इसमें हमें जो है पीसीटी एप्लीकेशन अप्लाई, लाइक आपने जो इन्वेंशन इंडियन पेटेंट ऑफिस में अप्लाई किया है, सेम एप्लीकेशन के लिए, सेम इन्वेंशन के लिए आपने जो है पीसीटी एप्लीकेशन अप्लाई किया हो. सो और उसमें जो है आपने इंटरनेशनल सर्च अथॉरिटी इंडिया को सेलेक्ट किया हो, तो ऐसे केसेस में जो है आप फॉर्म 18A के लिए आपकी एप्लीकेशन एलिजिबल हो जाती है. सेकंड ग्राउंड इसमें है दैट एप्लीकेंट इज अ स्टार्टअप. जैसा कि आपने किसी इन्वेंशन आपका कंपनी के नाम से आपने अगर एप्लीकेशन फाइल किया और आपकी कंपनी जो एज अ स्टार्टअप जो है रजिस्टर्ड है, सो उस केस में भी आपकी एप्लीकेशन जो है एक्सप्रेस एग्जामिनेशन के लिए एलिजिबल रहती है. थर्ड थिंग है एप्लीकेंट इज अ स्मॉल एंटिटी. सेम ऑल दीस थिंग्स आर रिलेटेड टू द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. मेन हियर इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज दैट द एप्लीकेंट इज द नेचुरल पर्सन, और इन केस द जॉइंट, in case of joint applicant, all the applicants are the natural person, then the applicant or at least one of the applicant is the female. Okay, mean यहाँ इनका कहने का क्या मतलब है कि आपने जैसा एज एन नेचुरल पर्सन आप अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, तो वन ऑफ द एप्लीकेंट मस्ट बी अ फीमेल कैंडिडेट. अगर ऐसा है आपके जैसा आप 4 लोग अगर एप्लीकेशन अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, 3 लोग मेल कैंडिडेट है, 1 पर्सन इज अ फीमेल, तो उस केस में आपकी एप्लीकेशन जो है एक्सप्रेस एग्जामिनेशन के लिए एलिजिबल रहेगी. बट फीमेल कैंडिडेट का नेम एप्लीकेंट लिस्ट में होना चाहिए, क्योंकि फॉर्म 1 में 2 ऑप्शन रहते हैं. फर्स्ट थिंग इज एप्लीकेंट एंड सेकंड ऑप्शन इज फॉर इन्वेंटर्स. सो यहाँ हमें वो ध्यान रखना होगा, एप्लीकेंट में अगर फीमेल कैंडिडेट है तो ही हमारी एप्लीकेशन एक्सप्रेस एग्जामिनेशन के लिए एलिजिबल है. और प्राइवेट इंस्टीट्यूट अगर एप्लीकेंट है तो उस केसेस में, उन केसेस में एक्सप्रेस एग्जामिनेशन के लिए एलिजिबिलिटी नहीं रहती है. अगर गवर्नमेंट डिपार्टमेंट है, गवर्नमेंट इंस्टीट्यूट है जो कि सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ने गवर्न किया है, या फिर गवर्नमेंट कंपनी है, या फिर गवर्नमेंट फाइनेंस्ड एनी एप्लीकेंट्स का जो इंस्टीट्यूट है वो अगर गवर्नमेंट फाइनेंस्ड है, या फिर कुछ ऐसा that applicant like pertain to maybe some kind of sector which has been notified by the central government, in that cases only the your application get eligible. But here in our case this particular option is more suitable, that the applicant is, if there is applicant is a natural person, you just add 1 person as a female applicant, in that case your application get eligibility for applying for request for express examination. Okay, these are some ground for applying for express examination. For that we need to apply for request for we need to apply for form 18A. Like if someone have already filed the patent application in that, and in that they have already applied for request for examination, so in that case there is also provision of conversion of that request from examination to express examination. In that case you just only need to pay 4,000 rupees additional government fee, or same form 18A you can submit. Just a minute, ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Okay. These are the some internal processing steps which are normally not followed by the controller or examiners. These are just examination step. Application is once we apply for request for examination, application is forwarded to the examiner within 1 month from the date of request for examination. Examiner for examination, initiate the examination procedure, and they will find out whether there is any objections, or is there any objections related to the patentability, or our invention satisfy the criteria of patentability or not, and there is any some kind of formal requirements or not. They will mention in the first exam. Thereafter, they will issue the first examination report, and they will mention all those objections in the first examination report. Let me show you the first examination report copy. Yeah, this is the first examination report. एग्जामिनेशन जब पेटेंट ऑफिस एग्जामिनर हमारी एप्लीकेशन को एग्जामिन करते हैं तो दे विल find out that whether our invention satisfy the criteria of patentability or not. As we discussed in the initial stage, for patentability, our invention need to satisfy the three criteria: novelty, inventive step, and industrial applicability. Okay, so here is the first part is the summary of the report. Novelty part. Here they have mentioned claims yes and no. So here they have mentioned claim 1 to 2 yes. That means our invention, this particular invention satisfies the criteria of novelty. This has novelty. Okay. Second is the inventive step part. Here they have mentioned yes or no, and in the they have mentioned claim no. Claim 1 or 2 means here objection was what was there. Our invention has objected under inventive step clause. Okay, then third is industrial applicability. Here the claims 1 or 2 yes or no, here they have accepted that our invention having industrial applicability has, so they have said yes. Okay, so next part is there definitiveness. Definitive means हमने जो हमारा इन्वेंशन कंप्लीट स्पेसिफिकेशन में डिस्क्लोज किया है या फिर क्लेम्स पार्ट में जो हमने जो कंटेंट मेंशन किया है वो डेफिनेटिव है या नहीं, उससे रिलेटेड यहाँ उन्होंने बोला है नो. सो ये समरी है हमारा पूरा एफईआर का है. साइटेड डॉक्यूमेंट D1 एंड D2. एज हमने ऊपर देखा कि हमारा इन्वेंशन नोवल है. सो हियर why they have mentioned these particular documents here. So what they want to say, they want to say these particular documents are related to the similar technical field of your invention. Here what they need from inventor side, they need that they need that inventor have to explain what are the technical advancement of his invention as compared to these particular cited documents. Okay. So here they have mentioned details about the cited document D1 and D2. So in response of that, we need to submit our response that cited document D1 is talking about this thing, and whereas our invention talking about other thing, and our invention having particular advantages, and for that proving we have submitted some kind of experimental detail. We can submit the experimental details also. Here we need to explain the advantages of our invention, and these things we need to explain in this particular part, in reply of this particular part. Here this is the only inventive step part. Okay, then other objections are related to the here they have mentioned sufficiency of disclosure. This is, as I have said you, that this is a agreement between you and government. So you need to disclose your invention fully and particularly to the government. Okay, if you do not disclose it particularly or fully in the complete specification, in that case they will object here in this particular point number 2, sufficiency of disclosure. They will object and mention objection here. Okay, so in this invention, as we have already disclosed fully and particularly our invention, so उन्होंने वहाँ ऐसा कोई objection नहीं दिया है. Second objection, definitiveness. Yeah, there are some, they have mentioned some kind of objection related to the drafting or other claims related errors. So normally ये चीज जो है पर्सन टू पर्सन वेरी करती है. आपने जो क्लेम किया है अगले को वैसा ठीक लगे या ना लगे, वो हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ ऑब्जेक्शन करते हैं. दैट हियर दे वांट्स दैट वी नीड टू अमेंड और मॉडिफाई आवर क्लेम्स टू सेटिस्फाई दिस पर्टिकुलर ऑब्जेक्शन. सो इसमें जैसा ऑब्जेक्शन है वैसा हमें ध्यान में रखते हुए हमारी कंप्लीट स्पेसिफिकेशन और हमारे क्लेम्स को जो है मॉडिफाई करना होगा इस ऑब्जेक्शन को ओवरकम करने के लिए. देन आफ्टर सेकंड थिंग, यहाँ उन्होंने ऑब्जेक्शन किया है नेशनल बायोडाइवर्सिटी एक्ट अप्रूवल. क्या रहता है कि अगर हमारा इन्वेंशन, वैसे जैसा कि हमारा फार्मास्यूटिकल बैकग्राउंड है, सो नॉर्मली जो है कई ऐसे इन्वेंशन होते हैं जिसमें हम बायोलॉजिकल मटेरियल भी यूज करते हैं, तो उन केसेस में क्या रहता है कि हमें नेशनल बायोडाइवर्सिटी अथॉरिटी की परमिशन लेनी मैंडेटरी होती है कि वी आर गोइंग टू अप्लाई फॉर पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन, और इन दैट केस for a permission under by way of filing form 6 at NBA authority. ओके, और दिस इज अ मैंडेटरी रिक्वायरमेंट। अगर हम ये परमिशन नहीं लेते हैं तो तब तक हमारा पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन नहीं होता है। ओके, और ये चीज हमें ध्यान में रखनी होती है। अगर हमारे इन्वेंशन में बायोलॉजिकल मटेरियल हमने कहीं यूज किया है तो हमें सेपरेटली जो है एनबीए एप्लीकेशन भी अप्लाई करनी होगी। एनबीए एप्लीकेशन एनबीए अथॉरिटी में ही सबमिट होती है, वो कम्प्लीटली सेपरेट एंटिटी है, पेटेंट ऑफिस सेपरेट एंटिटी है। ओके, so for that we need to apply form 6. Okay, then they can mention here other requirement if they, अगर उनको फर्दर अगर कुछ और ऑब्जेक्शंस लगते हैं तो they can mention here, और there are some formal requirements. Formal requirements means जो कुछ फॉर्म्स वगैरह जो हम पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म 1 एप्लीकेशन फॉर पेटेंट जब हम सबमिट करते हैं उसके साथ में हमें कुछ फॉर्म सबमिट करने रहते हैं, तो अगर उनमें कुछ डिस्क्रिपेंसी अगर उन्हें लगती है तो वो चीजें जो है इस पर्टिकुलर पार्ट 3 में जो मेंशन करते हैं एग्जामिनर, लाइक स्टेटमेंट एंड अंडरटेकिंग फॉर्म 3। सो फॉर्म 3 लाइक हमारा इन्वेंशन से रिलेटेड सेम या फिर सिमिलर इन्वेंशन अगर हमने किसी फॉरेन कंट्री में अप्लाई किया है तो उन केसेस में हमें जो है हर 6 महीने में पेटेंट ऑफिस को जो है फॉर्म 3 के थ्रू ये बताना होता है कि हमने ये एप्लीकेशन सबमिट किया है, इसका ये स्टेज, इसका अभी पर्टिकुलर स्टेटस ये है, वो सब चीजें हमें जो है इसमें बतानी रहती हैं फॉर्म 3। सो ये हमें मैंडेटरी हर 6 महीने में सबमिट करना रहता है, तो ये उन्होंने यहाँ ऑब्जेक्शन किया। सेकंड ऑब्जेक्शन, पावर ऑफ अटॉर्नी। तो इसमें एडिक्वेट स्टैम्प ड्यूटी स्टेट टू स्टेट वेरी करती है, तो उस अकॉर्डिंग स्टेट स्टैम्प ड्यूटी के अकॉर्डिंग हमें स्टैम्प ड्यूटी पे करते हुए पावर ऑफ अटॉर्नी सबमिट करनी रहती है। ये बेसिकली तब होता है फॉर्म 26 सबमिशन, बाय वे ऑफ फाइलिंग फॉर्म 26 सबमिशन हमें पावर ऑफ अटॉर्नी सबमिट करनी होती है। वो कब सबमिट करनी होती है? इफ यू आर गोइंग टू अप्लाई द एप्लीकेशन थ्रू एनी एजेंट। ओके, अगर इंडिविजुअली अप्लाई कर रहे हैं तो उस केस में फॉर्म 26 और पावर ऑफ अटॉर्नी की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं रहती है। ओके, सेम यहाँ उन्होंने परमिशन फ्रॉम एनबीए मेंशन किया है, जो ऑब्जेक्शन उन्होंने ऑलरेडी ऊपर मेंशन किया है। दिस ऑब्जेक्शन इज related to the abstract. In that case, we need to amend our abstract to overcome this objection. The last objection is related to the form 1. In that case, we need to submit the fresh form 1 to comply this objection. This is the complete FER. Once patent office examine our application, they will generate this first examination report, and response of that we need to submit within the 6 months from the date of issuance. At the last page, here it is mentioned the last date of filing the response to examination 28/7/2020. Beyond this period, our application get rejected. Like if we are unable, अगर हमने इस पर्टिकुलर पीरियड में अगर एप्लीकेशन FER अप्लाई नहीं सबमिट किया तो हमारी एप्लीकेशन अबेंडेड हो जाएगी, कंट्रोलर रिजेक्ट कर देंगे। अगर हम इस पर्टिकुलर टाइम ड्यूरेशन में नहीं कर पाए किसी रीजन से, तो बिफोर एक्सपायरी ऑफ दिस पीरियड वी कैन अप्लाई फॉर एक्सटेंशन ऑफ टाइम। एक्सटेंशन ऑफ टाइम 3 मंथ्स तक हम ले सकते हैं। उसके लिए हमें फॉर्म 4 प्लस कुछ गवर्नमेंट फीस स्पेसिफिकली जितना महीने के लिए हमें एक्सटेंशन चाहिए, 3 महीने मैक्सिमम ले सकते हैं, वो फॉर्म फीस पे करते हुए फॉर्म 4 फाइल करते हुए हम वो एक्सटेंशन ले सकते हैं। ओके, नाउ द इश्यू ऑफ FER we have already checked. Just a minute. Response from the applicant, here we have already discussed 6 months time from the date of issue of FER is available to the applicant to meet the objections. If the objections are not met, grant of the patent is, if the objections are met, then the grant of patent is approved by the controller, otherwise your application get rejected. Okay, or if we not apply for if we not submit reply, in that case only our application get rejected. If we have submitted our response and controller have not satisfied, in that cases they will issue subsequent examination report or hearing notice to us. Okay, directly they can't refuse our application if we have submitted response to our first examination report. Okay, so this is a sample of hearing notice. ये उसी एप्लीकेशन का हेयरिंग नोटिस है जिसका हमने एफईआर देखा था। सो एफईआर में जैसा हमने देखा कि उन्होंने काफी सारे ऑब्जेक्शंस किए थे, उसका हमने रिप्लाई सबमिट कर दिया। फिर उसके बाद में उन्होंने वापस से इसका एग्जामिनेशन करेंगे। उसके बाद में जो है फर्दर अगर कुछ ऑब्जेक्शन बच जाते हैं तो वो जो है हमें सेकंड एग्जामिनेशन रिपोर्ट या फिर हियरिंग नोटिस इश्यू करते हैं। और इन रिस्पॉन्स ऑफ दैट वी नीड टू अटेंड द हियरिंग अभी फिजिकल भी पॉसिबल है और वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग से भी पॉसिबल है। इट इज अप टू यू, आप कैसा हियरिंग अटेंड करना चाहते हैं। ओके, यहाँ जो रिमेनिंग ऑब्जेक्शंस रह जाते हैं हियरिंग नोटिस में वो मेंशन करते हैं, और इन द हियरिंग वी नीड टू सेटिस्फाई और वी नीड टू रिप्लाई these reply in response of these particular objections. ओके, जैसा यहाँ इन्होंने मेंशन किया है पार्ट 3 एफईआर रिगार्डिंग इनएडुकेट स्टैम्प ड्यूटी और दिस पर्टिकुलर कंप्लायंस दिस पर्टिकुलर फॉर्म्स वी नीड टू सबमिट लाइक पावर ऑफ अटॉर्नी, परमिशन फॉर्म, एनबीए, एब्स्ट्रैक्ट एंड फॉर्म 1। ये ऑब्जेक्शंस जो है हो सकता है कि एफईआर रिप्लाई के टाइम पर हमने प्रॉपर्ली नहीं सबमिट किए हों या फिर कुछ उसमें करेक्शन रह गया हो, सो इस वजह से उन्होंने जो है वापस से यहाँ वो ऑब्जेक्शंस लगाए। सेकेंडली इन्वेंटिव स्टेप का उन्होंने वापस यहाँ पर मेंशन किया है जो कि एफईआर में भी था, ये डॉक्यूमेंट D1 है D2। सो हो सकता है कि हमने जो रिप्लाई जो रिटर्न में दिया था उससे कंट्रोलर सेटिस्फाई नहीं हो पाए या फिर उन्हें वैसा कुछ समझ नहीं आया कि हमारा इन्वेंशन इन्वेंटिव है या नहीं, तो उन्होंने हमें ये एक हेयरिंग अपॉर्चुनिटी दी है जिसमें हम उनको ऑरली जो है हमारा इन्वेंशन एक्सप्लेन कर सकें और हमारे इन्वेंशन की टेक्निकल एडवांसमेंट सेटिस्फाई कर सके उन्हें। सो ये हमें ऑरली जो है सब कुछ उन्हें एक्सप्लेन करना रहता है इन हियरिंग। आफ्टर हियरिंग हमें जो है रिटर्न सबमिशन सबमिट करना रहता है विद इन 15 डेज फ्रॉम द डेट ऑफ हियरिंग। रिटर्न सबमिशन में भी हमें इन्हीं पर्टिकुलर ऑब्जेक्शन का या फिर हियरिंग में जो हमारा डिस्कशन होता है इन ऑब्जेक्शन से रिलेटेड जिस पर कंट्रोलर कंक्लूड करके सेटिस्फाई होते हैं वो सारा हमें कुछ जो है रिटर्न सबमिशन में सबमिट करना रहता है। ओके, ये 15 डेज में मैंडेटरीली हमें सबमिट करना रहता है, उसका एक्सटेंशन ऑफ टाइम पॉसिबल नहीं है। बाय वे ऑफ फाइलिंग अ पिटीशन इन द एक्सेप्शनल केसेस वी कैन with due permission from the controller this period can be extended for few days only. Okay, otherwise 15 days is a mandatory period to submit the written submission from the date of hearing. Okay, after completion of hearing or after submission of written submission आपका एप्लीकेशन डिस्पोज हो जाता है। डिस्पोज होने का मतलब कि या तो वो आपको ग्रांट हो जाएगा, अवार्ड हो जाएगा, अदरवाइज वो जो है रिजेक्ट हो जाएगा। ओके, just a minute. Here is the option pre-grant opposition. Like आपने कोई एप्लीकेशन अप्लाई किया है, एग्जामिनेशन प्रोसीजर इज सेपरेट थिंग एंड फर्स्ट एग्जामिनेशन रिपोर्ट एग्जामिनर एंड कंट्रोलर इशू करते हैं, पेटेंट ऑफिस इशू करते हैं, बट देयर इज आल्सो प्रोविजन ऑफ प्री ग्रांट अपोजिशन इफ एनी थर्ड पार्टी, अगर कोई थर्ड पार्टी अगर चाहती है तो आपके एप्लीकेशन में अपोजिशन फाइल कर सकती है। ओके, एट एनी टाइम बिफोर द ग्रांट ऑफ द पेटेंट एंड आफ्टर द ग्रांट ऑफ द पेटेंट। अगर उन्होंने बिफोर द ग्रांट ऑफ द पेटेंट अपोजिशन फाइल किया है तो उसे प्री ग्रांट अपोजिशन समझा जाता है, बोला जाता है, और अगर उन्होंने ग्रांट के बाद में सबमिट किया है तो उसे हम पोस्ट ग्रांट अपोजिशन कहते हैं। ओके, सो देयर इज ये काफी कम केसेस में होता है, या फिर जो ऐसा इंस्टीट्यूशनल केसेस रहते हैं, सॉरी जो इंडस्ट्रियल केसेस रहते हैं जिसमें कंपटीटर्स होते हैं, तो उन केसेस में ये पॉसिबिलिटी ज्यादा रहती है अपोजिशन की। बाकी जो एकेडमिक्स या फिर इंस्टीट्यूशनल केसेस रहते हैं, नेचुरल पर्सन्स के रहते हैं, उनमें ऐसा बहुत ही रेयर होता है अपोजिशन फाइलिंग का। ओके, आपके केस में नॉर्मली जो है फर्स्ट एग्जामिनेशन रिपोर्ट इशू होता है, देन अगर सेटिस्फाई हो जाते हैं तो फर्स्ट स्टेज पे एप्लीकेशन ग्रांट हो जाता है, अदरवाइज जो है वो हियरिंग के लिए जाता है और हियरिंग के बाद में वो ग्रांट हो जाता है। ओके, here they have mentioned the certificate of patent is issued within 7 days. ये सिर्फ मेंशनड है, बट ऐसा सच पेटेंट ऑफिस या कंट्रोलर नहीं फॉलो कर पाते हैं। वो जो है उनके पास कितना वर्कलोड होता है उस अकॉर्डिंग वो लोग जो है पेटेंट ग्रांट करते हैं या फिर डिस्पोज करते हैं। ओके, after grant of the patent again the patent get published within the official journal here it is a patent journal. like first publication तो कब होता है जब हम एप्लीकेशन अप्लाई करते हैं, 18 months कंप्लीट हो जाता है, या फिर फॉर्म 9 अगर अप्लाई किया तो विद इन 1 month पब्लिश होता है। सो फर्स्ट एप्लीकेशन हमने अप्लाई किया उसका पब्लिकेशन होता है, उसके बाद में सेकंड पब्लिकेशन होता है जब हमें पेटेंट ग्रांट हो जाता है। ओके, सो पब्लिकेशन क्यों होता है? बेसिकली पब्लिकेशन इसलिए होता है कि पब्लिक को हम इन्फॉर्म करते हैं, पेटेंट ऑफिस पब्लिक को इन्फॉर्म करते हैं कि ये पेटेंट अभी ग्रांट हो चुका है. इफ समवन वांट्स टू अपोज इट, they can oppose by way of filing post grant opposition. And initially why they have published, they initially why they publish, initially they just want to inform the public that this particular person have applied for this invention for getting patent. If someone wants to oppose, in that case they can apply for pre-grant opposition. Okay, now these are the stages as we have discussed. Like initial first stage is filing of the patent. We can file provisional and complete. This is a summary as now with whatever we have discussed in earlier slides. First is the filing, then publication, then request for examination filing, then examination issuance by the controller. Thereafter, if all the objections meet, our application get granted at this stage. Otherwise, they will issue the first exam. They will issue the second examination report or hearing notice. Once all the objections compliant, in that case our application gets granted. And अगर अभी ये तो रहा कि हमारा एप्लीकेशन ग्रांट हो जाता है, अगर हमारा एप्लीकेशन रिजेक्ट कर देते हैं कंट्रोलर, तो हमारे पास क्या ऑप्शन रहते हैं? सो इन दैट केस हमारे पास दो ऑप्शन रहते हैं. वी कैन अप्लाई फॉर अ रिव्यू पिटिशन विद इन द 2 months फ्रॉम द डेट ऑफ ग्रांट, or sorry, from the date of decision, that particular decision, whatever order controller has issued, उस पर्टिकुलर डिसीजन को अपोज करने के लिए हम इसमें रिव्यू पिटिशन भी अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, और हम इसमें अपील के लिए भी अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. अपील में हमें IPAB में अप्लाई करना रहता है, इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी अपीलेट बोर्ड, जिसमें फर्दर जो है प्रोसीडिंग रहती है, जिसमें कि कंट्रोलर का जो डिसीजन है वो रिव्यू किया जाता है. उसमें उन्होंने क्यों हमारा एप्लीकेशन रिजेक्ट किया है, उसके क्या रीजंस है. अगर अपीलेट बोर्ड अगर सेटिस्फाई होते हैं तो ठीक है, आपको कंट्रोलर को जो है फर्दर इंस्ट्रक्शन दिए जाते हैं. और अदरवाइज अगर अपीलेट बोर्ड का भी सेम रहता है डिसीजन, तो हमारा एप्लीकेशन वो डिस्पोज ही रहता है, आगे प्रोसेसिंग नहीं होती है. दिस इज द रिन्यूअल फी पेमेंट. लाइक अभी अगर हमें कोई पेटेंट ग्रांट हो जाता है, like we have applied some patent in 2014 and will get granted today on today's date 11th December 2020. In those cases we need to pay the renewal fee. As I said that कि पेटेंट जो है 20 years के लिए रहता है पूरा कंप्लीट, मोनोपोली राइट्स गवर्नमेंट प्रोवाइड करती है 20 years के लिए, बट for 20 years we need to pay renewal fee for each and every year. Okay, here in this there is no fee for first and second year, but thereafter from 3rd to 20th year we need to pay the renewal fee to keep this patent in force. Otherwise this patent will get seized by the patent office. लाइक आपका पेटेंट है, आपने अप्लाई किया है और वो ग्रांट हो गया है, अभी आप उसे एक्सक्लूसिव राइट्स अगर रखना चाहते हैं उसके, या फिर किसी और को यूज करने से रोकना चाहते हैं टिल द 20 years, एंड दैट केस यू नीड टू कंटिन्यूअसली पे द रिन्यूअल फी फॉर दैट पेटेंट. ओके, सो रिन्यूअल फी हमें कब पे करना होता है? फ्रॉम द डेट ऑफ ग्रांट विद इन द 3 months वी नीड टू पे द ऑल ड्यू रिन्यूअल फीस. ओके, और साथ हम उसके 6 months का एक्सटेंशन भी पॉसिबल है. उसके साथ में बाय वे ऑफ पेमेंट ऑफ दिस एक्सटेंशन ऑफ टाइम फी वी कैन पे द रिन्यूअल फी एट एनी टाइम विद इन दिस 9 month पीरियड. और अगर हमने ऐसा नहीं किया है तो हमारी एप्लीकेशन सीज हो जाएगी. उसके बाद में हमारे पास ऑप्शन रहता है रीस्टोरेशन का. बाय वे ऑफ फाइलिंग रीस्टोरेशन ऑफ पेटेंट वी कैन रीस्टोर आवर पेटेंट. ओके, this is possible within the 18 months from the date of issuance of decision. Okay, now is there, ये तो था पूरा पेटेंट का प्रोसीजर. अभी हम देखते हैं provisional specification. We have complete specification we already discussed. These are some other things which we will discuss later. Now what we need to do before the filing of the patent, we need to do the patentability search. Initially जैसा हमने हमारा इन्वेंशन कंप्लीट हो गया है, तो सबसे पहले अगर हमें पेटेंट को जानना है तो हमें सबसे पहले क्या करना चाहिए? हमें सबसे पहले ये फाइंड आउट करना चाहिए कि हमारा इन्वेंशन जो है पेटेंटेबल है या नहीं है, हमारा इन्वेंशन क्राइटेरिया ऑफ पेटेंटेबिलिटी को सेटिस्फाई करता है या नहीं करता है. तो उसके लिए हमें फर्स्ट तो पेटेंटेबिलिटी एनालिसिस चेक करना होता है, मींस हमारा इन्वेंशन न्यू है, इन्वेंटिव स्टेप है या नहीं, या इंडस्ट्रियली एप्लीकेबल है या नहीं, वो चीजें हमें चेक करनी रहती है। उसके अलावा सेकंड हमें जो है सेक्शन 3 चेक करना रहेगा कि अंडर सेक्शन 3 तो हमारा इन्वेंशन नॉन पेटेंटेबल कैटेगरी में नहीं जाता है, और सेक्शन 4 हमें चेक करना रहता है कि हमारा इन्वेंशन एटॉमिक एनर्जी या डिफेंस रिलेटेड तो नहीं है, क्योंकि उन केसेस में पेटेंट ऑफिस जो है अलाउ नहीं करते हैं पेटेंट प्रोसेसिंग, और फिर ग्रांट नहीं करते हैं। ओके, उस केसेस में सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट की डायरेक्शंस के बाद में ही प्रोसेसिंग होती है, तो वो हमें ध्यान में रखना पड़ता है। सेक्शन 3 हमें क्या बोलता है, सेक्शन 3 में कुछ इन्वेंशंस है जो कि जो है पेटेंटेबिलिटी से डिवाइड किए गए हैं। दे विल डिस्कस, वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड इन आवर अर्लियर फर्स्ट सेशन। एंड नाउ पेटेंटेबिलिटी सर्च, अभी जो नोवेल्टी जो रहता है, नोवेल्टी मींस हमारा इन्वेंशन कहीं भी एग्जिस्ट नहीं होना चाहिए इन रिटन फॉर्म और एनी वर्ड फाइल और एनी ओरल डॉक्यूमेंट, है ना। सो उसके लिए वो हम कहाँ सर्च कर सकते हैं, वो हम जो है नॉर्मली जो रहता है नॉन पेटेंट डाटाबेसेस हम गूगल सर्च कर सकते हैं, या फिर नॉन पेटेंट जो लिटरेचर्स वगैरह के जो साइट्स रहती हैं उन पर सर्च किया जा सकता है फॉर नॉन पेटेंट डाटाबेसेस। बट पेटेंट डाटाबेसेस अगर हमें सर्च करने हैं तो ये कुछ साइट्स हैं, वहां पर हम जो पेटेंट डाटाबेसेस सर्च कर सकते हैं कि ऑलरेडी क्या क्या पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन ऑलरेडी अप्लाइड है, और हम जिस इन्वेंशन के लिए पेटेंट अप्लाई करना चाह रहे हैं वो ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्ट तो नहीं करता है, किसी और ने ऑलरेडी तो नहीं फाइल कर दिया। तो ये हाँ, ये 3 साइट्स मेंशन है। यूएसपीटीओ, ये यूनाइटेड स्टेट पेटेंट एंड ट्रेडमार्क ऑफिस की वेबसाइट है। यहाँ पर आपको यूएस के सारे पेटेंट एप्लीकेशंस मिलेंगे। देयर यू कैन सी यूएस पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन पब्लिश्ड और ग्रांटेड, whatever patent applications or invention for patent has applied in US patent office, you can find out those there. Okay, second website is ipindia.nic.in. this is Indian government patent office site. यहाँ पर हम इंडियन पेटेंट्स की सर्चिंग कर सकते हैं। देन नेक्स्ट साइट यहाँ मेंशन है googlepatent.com. गूगल पेटेंट नॉर्मली क्या है कि नॉर्मल जो गूगल सर्च होता है उसके अलावा यहाँ पॉसिबल है Google Patent is a separate site, so you can directly type at www.googlepatents.com. वहाँ आप जो है पेटेंट सर्च कर सकते हैं। उसके अलावा कुछ और भी साइट्स हैं लाइक eSpaceNet। उसके अलावा eSpaceNet में आपको वर्ल्ड वाइड सर्चिंग मिल जाती है, वहाँ पर यूरोपियन स्पेसिफिकली पेटेंट्स आपको देखने को मिलते हैं। उसके अलावा वाइपो, वर्ल्ड इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का वाइपो का वर्ल्ड इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की जो साइट है उस पर आप जो है वर्ल्ड वाइड जो है पेटेंट जो पीसीटी से सबमिट होती है, इंटरनेशनल पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन, पेटेंट कॉर्पोरेशन ट्रीटी के अंडर जो एप्लीकेशन सबमिट होती है वो आप जो है वहाँ देख सकते हैं अंडर वाइपो। ओके, ये कुछ साइट्स हैं जहाँ आप पेटेंटेबिलिटी सर्च परफॉर्म कर सकते हैं, और वो हम आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं कि हमारे पर्टिकुलर इन्वेंशन जिसके लिए हम पेटेंट अप्लाई करने वाले हैं उसमें उस पर्टिकुलर फील्ड में क्या क्या इन्वेंशन ऑलरेडी अप्लाइड हो चुके हैं, या फिर क्या उनका क्या स्टेटस चल रहा है, वो सब हम इसमें देख सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट, डिपोजिशन ऑफ बायोलॉजिकल मटेरियल। हमने अभी पहले ही डिस्कस कर लिया था एफईआर के टाइम पे कि हमें जो है एप्लीकेशन में अगर हमने बायोलॉजिकल मटेरियल यूज किया है तो इन दोज केसेस वी नीड टू अप्लाई फॉर परमिशन। और अगर बायोलॉजिकल मटेरियल अगर माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म है उस केस में जो हमें वो पर्टिकुलर माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म और वो पर्टिकुलर माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म अगर न्यू है उन केसेस में हमें जो है ये डिपोजिट करना रहेगा इंटरनेशनल डिपोजिटरी अथॉरिटी में, बुडापेस्ट ट्रीटी, अंडर बुडापेस्ट ट्रीटी, बिफोर द फाइलिंग ऑफ एप्लीकेशन। डिपोजिशन, आप डिपोजिटरी इंस्टीट्यूशन इंडिया में कहाँ है आपको आई थिंक मालूम होगा इस बारे में, माइक्रोबियल टाइप कल्चर कलेक्शन एंड जीन बैंक, MTCC, जो कि चंडीगढ़ में सिचुएटेड है। वहाँ हमें जो है वो माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म सबमिट करना रहेगा, ओके, बिफोर फाइलिंग द पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन। if in any case we have used some kind of biological material or we have disclosed some kind of new microorganism, biological material से यहाँ मतलब है microorganism का, okay, so in those cases we need to deposit this particular at MTCC Chandigarh. Thus now forms what we need to submit at its initial stage, as we have discussed earlier with application for initially we need to apply for if you want to apply for patent, in that case we need to submit form 1 application for patent who can apply for patent here? फर्स्ट राइट इन्वेंशन को कौन पेटेंट के लिए कौन अप्लाई कर सकते हैं? तो सबसे फर्स्ट राइट जो रहता है इन्वेंटर का रहता है, एज इन्वेंटर इज द ऑनर एंड ही हैज डेवलप्ड द इन्वेंशन, एज inventor will be the first owner of the invention. But applicant, who is the applicant? But the inventor can assign his rights to anybody. That's why applicant and inventor can be different. Okay, so applicant inventor same भी हो सकते हैं, but applicant will be the owner by way of assignment only, और इन्वेंटर क्योंकि उन्होंने ऑलरेडी खुद ने ही इन्वेंट किया, that's why they will be the first applicant. But inventor can assign all those rights to the applicant, any person specific. So वो किसी गवर्नमेंट एंटिटी को असाइन कर सकते हैं अपने राइट्स, किसी इंस्टीट्यूट को कर सकते हैं अपने राइट्स असाइन, तो उसके उन केसेस में जो है इंस्टीट्यूट एप्लीकेंट हो जाते हैं, या फिर है ना आप जैसा आप प्रोफेसर या फिर स्टूडेंट्स हैं, आप अपने राइट्स जो है कॉलेज को असाइन कर सकते हैं। अगर कॉलेज चाहते हैं कॉलेज के नाम से एप्लीकेशन फाइल हो, तो एप्लीकेशन आप कॉलेज आपसे एक प्रूफ ऑफ राइट सबमिट साइन करवाएंगे, उस बाय वे ऑफ this assignment of rights, they will become the applicant, eligible applicant for applying for a patent. So in the form 1 there will be two entities, applicant and inventor. They can be same or they can be different. Okay, now form 2 जैसा हम पहले डिस्कस किया था, प्रोविजनल या फिर कंप्लीट स्पेसिफिकेशन, हम दोनों तरीके से सबमिट कर सकते हैं। कंप्लीट स्पेसिफिकेशन में क्या क्या होना चाहिए, हम एक ओवरव्यू ले लेते हैं फॉर्म 2 का। हेलो हेलो हेलो,
हाँ सर,
हाँ सर, you are audible. Yes,
हाँ,
you are
yes,
audible.
yes, sir.
ओके ओके, ये फॉर्म 2 है, कंप्लीट स्पेसिफिकेशन, एक फार्मास्यूटिकल फील्ड से रिलेटेड इन्वेंशन का, पॉलीहर्बल फॉर्मुलेशन फॉर ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ लिवर डिसऑर्डर एंड मेथड ऑफ प्रिपरेशन देयरऑफ। ओके, सो कंप्लीट स्पेसिफिकेशन में हमें क्या क्या सबमिट करना रहता है? हमें फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी नीड टू सबमिट द टाइटल। टाइटल का क्या क्राइटेरिया रहता है? इट शुड बी लेस देन 15 वर्ड्स, मतलब 15 वर्ड्स, 15 वर्ड्स इसमें मैक्सिमम रहता है। 15 वर्ड से हमें छोटा ही टाइटल रखना चाहिए हमेशा। ओके, और टाइटल स्पेसिफिक होना चाहिए और उससे ये पता चलना चाहिए व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज आवर इन्वेंशन। Okay, so first thing what we need to explain in the complete specification is the title of the invention, second is the applicant, and third is the preamble of the description, complete, as whatever we are submitting provisional or complete, here we need to mention complete. अगर ये provisional है तो हम यहाँ provisional mention कर सकते हैं, otherwise it can be, we can written it as a complete. Okay, thereafter we need to provide here technical field of the invention. हमारा invention किस है वो हमें यहाँ जो है बताना रहता है, टेक्निकल फील्ड ऑफ द इन्वेंशन। thereafter second thing is the background of the invention. In this we need to provide some details about the prior act, मतलब हमारे टेक्निकल, हमारा जो इन्वेंशन से बिलोंग करता है उस फील्ड में ऑलरेडी क्या हो चुका है, या फिर क्लोजेस प्रायर एक्ट क्या है, उसमें क्या टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम्स थी और उसका हम क्या टेक्निकल सॉल्यूशन दे रहे हैं, वो इस पोर्शन में हमें बैकग्राउंड ऑफ द इन्वेंशन में बताना रहता है। और ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि आपका बैकग्राउंड ऑफ द इन्वेंशन प्रायर एक्ट हो ही आपके इन्वेंशन का, ऐसा भी पॉसिबल है कि आपका इन्वेंशन नोवेल हो और पर्टिकुलर ऐसा कुछ क्राइटेरिया हो जिसमें ऑलरेडी वर्क हुआ ही ना हो, तो ऐसा मैंडेटरी नहीं है आप प्रायर एक्ट में कुछ डॉक्यूमेंट दे ही, आप जनरली सिंपली मेंशन कर सकते हैं व्हाट आर the technical problems facing by the prior researchers or what technical solution you are providing in by way of your invention. Okay, and then second next thing what we need to mention in the complete objective of the invention. Here we need to provide details about the objectives of our invention, why we have performed this, what we are providing by way of this particular invention. This we need to explain. Second thing, summary of the invention. Here in this, we need to provide a summary, brief summary of our invention, what exactly our invention relates to it. Here we need to disclose in short. Okay, then the detailed description of the invention. This is the most important part of our specification. Here we need to disclose about the complete details about the invention. As our title said, what is related to, it is related to the polyherbal formulation. So detailed description में हमें क्या mention करना पड़ेगा? डिटेल डिस्क्रिप्शन में हमें पूरा डिटेल्स मेंशन करना पड़ेगा कि हमारा फॉर्मुलेशन क्या है, फॉर्मुलेशन में क्या इंग्रेडिएंट्स यूज हुए हैं, उनका क्वांटिटी क्या है, वो हमें मेंशन करना पड़ेगा। अब जो फॉर्मुलेशन हम क्लेम कर रहे हैं उसका फॉर्मुलेशन को प्रिपरेशन का मेथड क्या है वो हमें फुली इसमें डिस्क्लोज करना पड़ेगा। साथ ही जो हमें एक्सपेरिमेंटल डिटेल्स भी मेंशन करनी पड़ेगी, जिससे कि वो हमारा जो फॉर्मुलेशन है उसका स्पेसिफिक उसकी जो एफिकेसी है वो प्रूव होती है। वो जो टेस्टिंग्स वगैरह या जो एक्सपेरिमेंटेशंस हमने परफॉर्म किए वो सब हमें जो है इस कंप्लीट स्पेसिफिकेशन में मेंशन करने पड़ेंगे। साथ ही हमें कुछ एम्बॉडीमेंट्स भी मेंशन करने रहेंगे जो कि हमने बिफोर फाइनल कंक्लूजन ऑफ फॉर्मुलेशन हमने परफॉर्म किए हों। लाइक इन दिस फॉर्मुलेशन they have prepared initially 5 different compositions, thereafter they have performed this testing or characterization. These are their formulations whatever they have made, ये टेस्टिंग्स हैं जो उन्होंने परफॉर्म किए। तो ये सारी डिटेल बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है जो कि हमें कंप्लीट स्पेसिफिकेशन में देनी चाहिए और वो देनी पड़ती है हमें। अदरवाइज जो है कंट्रोलर जो है हमारी एप्लीकेशन को इन्वेंटिव नहीं मानेंगे। हो सकता है कि इनोवेटिव पार्ट वो हमारा इन्वेंशन का एक्सेप्ट कर ले, बट फॉर प्रूविंग द इन्वेंटिव स्टेप वी नीड टू सबमिट द एक्सपेरिमेंटल डिटेल्स इन द कंप्लीट स्पेसिफिकेशन पार्ट। ओके, these are experimentation details whatever we have performed before the finalization of research or after completion of after preparation of our final product or formulation. Okay, last we need to mention about the results and conclusion. Whatever we have performed the experimentations, thereafter जो भी हमारा रिजल्ट और डिस्कशन रहा और फाइनल ऑप्टिमाइज कंपोजिशन जो रहा वो सारा हमें मेंशन करना पड़ेगा। एट द एंड ऑफ द डिटेल डिस्क्रिप्शन वी नीड टू मेंशन अबाउट द बेस्ट मेथड ऑफ द परफॉर्मिंग ऑफ द इन्वेंशन। मीन्स हमने पूरा यहाँ हमें पूरा कंक्लूजन लिखना है। ऊपर हमने जो भी इम्बॉडीमेंट्स मेंशन किए उनमें से बेस्ट सुटेबल क्या रहा वो हमें जो कि हम आगे जाके क्लेम करने वाले हैं वो हमें यहाँ मेंशन करना रहेगा। साथ ही what will be the best method of preparing the particular formulation, here we need to mention about this. Okay, thereafter next what we need to mention in the complete specification, claims is the most important part of any complete specification. So it is it defines the scope of the invention. Here in the claims what we need to mention, mainly मैंने देखा है कि जो एप्लीकेंट जो इंडिविजुअली अप्लाई करते हैं वो क्लेम्स में मेंशन करते हैं हमारा हमने ये फॉर्मुलेशन डेवलप किया उसका ये यूज हो सकता है या फिर हमारा ये फॉर्मुलेशन ये इस काम में आ सकता है। तो ये चीजें जो है बेसिकली जो है क्लेम में नहीं मेंशन करने की होती है। दीज थिंग्स आर नॉन पेटेंटेबल थिंग्स। ओके, क्लेम्स में हमें मेंशन करना what exactly we have developed, what exactly we have concluded, here we need to mention about that things. So claims में हमें यहाँ मेंशन करना है फॉर्मुलेशन का मतलब हमें फॉर्मुलेशन के इंग्रेडिएंट्स क्या हैं, उन इंग्रेडिएंट उनके अलावा उनका रेशियो है तो रेशियो क्या रहेगा, है ना, वो these things we need to mention in the claims part. Second, here we need to mention about the method of preparation, how हमने वो फॉर्मुलेशन बनाया कैसे, उसकी स्टेप्स क्या रहेंगी। सो if someone wants to prepare this particular formulation, what will be the steps of preparation, here we need to disclose about that things because this is our invention. What we have developed the formulation and we have developed the method of preparation of that particular formulation. और इसी के लिए आपको प्रोटेक्शन ग्रांट हो सकता है। अदरवाइज आपने अगर कुछ यूजेस मेंशन करा है किसी प्रोडक्ट का या फिर कुछ और मेंशन करा है तो या फिर एक्सपेरिमेंटेशंस आपने क्या क्या परफॉर्म करे हैं वो अगर आपने मेंशन करा है तो वो सब चीजें नॉन पेटेंटेबल रहती है। सो अगर इंडिविजुअली कभी पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन के लिए खुद से भी अगर अप्लाई करते हैं तो वो चीज़ का हम ध्यान रखें कि पूरा क्लेम्स में जो है हम पूरा फोकस दें। क्लेम्स में जो हमें अगर हमने क्लेम्स में कुछ कंटेंट अगर मिस कर दिया तो कंट्रोलर हमें अलाउ नहीं करेंगे फॉर एडिशन। बाद में अगर किसी अटॉर्नी की भी अगर आप हेल्प लेते हैं तो दैट विल नॉट पॉसिबल फॉर एनी अटॉर्नी टू ऐड any details in the complete specification or in the claims part, as because under section 59 और 57 कंट्रोलर जो हमें रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर देते हैं ताकि हम हमारी कंप्लीट स्पेसिफिकेशन में न्यू एडिशंस नहीं कर सकते, तो वो हमें आउट ऑफ वो फिर जो आउट ऑफ द स्कोप कंसीडर किए जाते हैं। ओके, सो in cases of pharmaceutical cases or biotechnology related cases, in the claims part we need to disclose about the best method of preparation and the composition whatever, okay, in detail. And last is the abstract. In the abstract we need to just summarize our invention, or it should be of 150, maximum limit is there of 150 words, 150 150 वर्ड से ज़्यादा का नहीं होना चाहिए, टाइटल से स्टार्ट होना चाहिए, बस इतना ही एब्स्ट्रैक्ट का बस. This is the complete specification which we need to submit along with our form 1. Thereafter, second. Thereafter, with form 1, we need to submit form 2 and form 3. This is specification which we have discussed in the complete specification in the details. Form 13, technical field, prior art, these are we have discussed. Form 3. Along with the application for patent, we need to also submit a form 3 submission. Form 3 in which we need to mention about the application status of foreign applications. Like if we, as we have discussed earlier, if we have submitted same invention or similar kind of invention in abroad, we have applied for patent for same invention or similar invention in abroad also. In those cases, we need to provide the details or application status to the patent office in every 6 months. So along with the application for patent, this form is also mandatory. We need to submit form 3 along with form 1. Okay, second form is form 5. It is a declaration of inventor. Okay, here in this, applicant declares that the following are the inventors of any specification. Let me show about some formats of these forms. Okay, this is a form 5 format. Here in this, applicant, whoever is the applicant, hereby declared that the true and first inventor invention disclosed in the complete specification filed in the pursuance of our application. Here we need here applicant will declare that following are the inventors in this application. Okay, this is the form 5 format. This way which we need to submit along with form 1. Then form 9. If we want for early publication of our application, in that cases along with application for patent, we can apply for form 9, request for examination. For that we need to additionally pay 2500 rupees government fee in case of natural person as an applicant. And also we can apply form 18 along with the application for patent. Form 18 is for a request for express examination. Here it is also possible we can apply for form 18 also if we want, or whether our application falls under the or satisfy the criteria of expedited examination. In those cases we can also directly apply for form 18 also here along with our form 1. Okay, that's it. These all things are about this procedure and related forms which we need to submit with our patent application. Okay, if someone have any queries you can ask.
सर एक दो कॉमन क्वेश्चन जो रहते हैं उसी में से मेरे क्वेश्चन है, यानी बहुत बार पहले पूछे भी गए हैं. लाइक सपोज आई एम डूइंग पीएचडी एंड आई वांट टू मेक पेटेंट ऑफ माय वर्क सपोज, तो पहले थीसिस सबमिट करना चाहिए, पहले पेटेंट अप्लाई करना चाहिए, और या मेरे थीसिस में अप्लाई के
आपको सर पहले पेटेंट अप्लाई करना चाहिए. Thereafter you have to submit this because पेटेंट आपने जैसे अगर थीसिस सबमिट कर दिया तो उस केस में वो जो है पब्लिक डोमेन में, ठीक है वो अभी नहीं आया है बट हो सकता है देयर इज पॉसिबिलिटी कि वो किसी भी तरीके से पब्लिक डोमेन में आ जाए, है ना. तो उस केसेस में आप पहले थीसिस सबमिट ना करें, पहले पेटेंट अप्लाई करें. बट देयर इज आल्सो प्रोविजन, एक्सेप्शन है अंडर सेक्शन 31D कि आप जो है आप क्योंकि आपका ही थीसिस है, आप ही ने सबमिट किया फिर पब्लिश करते हैं, तो एक 1 ईयर का आपके पास एक्सेप्शन पीरियड रहता है. बट ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि सभी कंट्रोलर उस एक्सेप्शन के लिए आपको अलाउ कर दे. कई केसेस में ऐसा होता है कंट्रोलर नहीं अलाउ करते हैं और उस चीज को नहीं कंसीडर करते हैं. तो बेटर वे कि आप जो है पहले जो है पेटेंट सबमिट के सबमिशन के लिए जाएं, उसके बाद में थीसिस सबमिशन करें.
Anybody else wants to ask the question? Sir, it was a wonderful presentation, detailed description of how to file the patent. I have also gone through the process and in a very lucid and very clear language you have explained it everything, and thank you very much for that.
Yes, ma'am, it is important.
थैंक यू सर. मैं 2 सेंटेंस में उसको थोड़ा कवर अप करूंगा. Sir, thank you for sparing time for us. Being a director of consultancy, इतना time spare करना difficult है. लेकिन to summarize, सर इतना डिटेल में 1.5-2 घंटे में कोई नहीं बताता है. यानी अगर
Yes.
ये जो कुछ पॉइंट्स है
Right.
कि right from what is patent, patentability, how to apply, fees, priority date, अर्ली एप्लीकेशन, कुछ नई चीजें आपने जो बताई उसमें एक्सप्रेस एग्जामिनेशन, देन इंटरनल प्रोसेस, ऑब्जेक्शन, सफिशिएंसी ऑफ डिस्क्लोजर, एनबीए एक्ट, स्टैम्प ड्यूटी, फर्स्ट एग्जामिनेशन रिपोर्ट, पोस्ट एंड प्री ग्रांट अपोजिशन, रिन्यूअल फी, देन डिटेल्स ऑफ फॉर्म्स, अंडरटेकिंग स्टेटमेंट्स और डिक्लेरेशन, ये इतने कम पीरियड में कोई नहीं बताता है. सो थैंक यू सर फॉर गिविंग दोज मच डिटेल्स. यानी आपका प्रीवियस एसटीटीपी का लेक्चर और ये दोनों मिला के कंप्लीट पैकेज हो जाता है.
Yes.
क्या पेटेंट करना है, कैसे करना है, उसकी प्रोसेस, ये दोनों मिला के इट्स ए कंप्लीट पैकेज.
Sir, one
Yeah, sir,
question.
time duration थोड़ा
हाँ.
पर मैंने कोशिश करी है थोड़ा जल्दी में, हमने लास्ट वाले पार्ट को किया कंप्लीट स्पेसिफिकेशन को, क्योंकि टाइम ड्यूरेशन अपना थोड़ा शॉर्ट था, पर ठीक है वो कंप्लीट हुआ है अभी.
Yes,
But
sir.
if someone having any queries, they can ask me at any time for discussion.
Sir, can I ask you one question?
Yes, ma'am, please.
Actually, sometimes what happens that we have the idea and we disclose it. And if somebody files a patent on it, then can we object? And at what time we can object?
Yes, ma'am. After publication of that particular application, you can apply for pre-grant apposition in those cases. Or
Okay.
in those cases, we need to prove that this innovation was belong to us. Or in
Yeah.
that case, yes. If you prove that his application get rejected, and you can apply for fresh application. Controller will allow you.
Okay. Thank you,
सर
sir.
मेरा और एक क्वेश्चन है. सपोज मैंने पेटेंट अप्लाई किया है, वो अंडर एग्जामिनेशन है, 4-5 साल हो गए लेकिन अवार्ड नहीं हुआ है. सेम टॉपिक पे दूसरा कोई अप्लाई करता है, सेम टॉपिक है, सब सेम है, लेकिन मेरे पब्लिश हुआ नहीं, उसके प्रायर आर्ट में वो नहीं आया है, तो व्हाट इज द आउटकम ऑफ इट?
आपने सर इन्वेंशन कब अप्लाई किया है एक्चुअली, लाइक पेटेंट का?
मैंने अब तक किया नहीं, मैं हाइपोथेटिकल केस बता रहा हूँ कि मैंने आज अप्लाई किया.
आज अप्लाई किया, ओके.
हाँ, और 1 महीने बाद या 6 महीने बाद कोई पर्सन सेम टॉपिक सेम चीज पे अप्लाई करता है. मेरा एग्जामिनेशन ऑलरेडी शुरू हो चुका है उसका.
और हो सकता है कि उनके फर्स्ट एग्जामिनेशन रिपोर्ट में वो पर्टिकुलर इन्वेंशन साइट नहीं किया हो एग्जामिनर ने, है ना?
हाँ, एग्जैक्टली.
दिस इज पॉसिबल, क्योंकि एग्जामिनेशन भी हमारे जैसे ही कंट्रोल एग्जामिनर्स और कंट्रोलर्स होते हैं, ह्यूमन बीइंग्स ही करते हैं, तो एरर पॉसिबल है ना? सो उन केसेस में हम कंट्रोलर को बाय वे ऑफ फाइलिंग प्री ग्रांट अपोजिशन वो हम बता सकते हैं, है ना? सो बाय वे ऑफ दिस और प्री ग्रांट अपोजिशन की इसी वजह से कोई फीस भी नहीं है, गवर्नमेंट फीस वहाँ कुछ पे करना नहीं पड़ता है हमें. प्री ग्रांट अपोजिशन बाय वे ऑफ फाइलिंग फॉर्म 7A, this is possible. We can oppose any application at any stage before the grant of patent.
Okay.
Even after the grant of patent, it is possible we can apply for post grant application.
Okay.
We are filing form 7.
Right. Based on date रहेगा वो.
Yes. On which date it get granted.
Thank you.
बाकी प्रोविजन सारा सेम है, बस ये इतना है कि वो ग्रांट से पहले होता था, इसलिए उसे प्री ग्रांट बोलते हैं.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Welcome. Okay.
I think Rajendra Deshpande sir has also joined. Good morning, sir. Welcome to you.
Good morning.
We'll start at 12 exactly, sir.
Okay. No problem. Take time.
All the best.
ये है मिताली बोधनकर, ये कोऑर्डिनेटर है कोर्स की. You have made me host, madam,
Sir, I will make.
so that I will just put the PPT on.
Yes, 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 sir.
Can I share the PPT now?
No, sir. Just a minute.
Okay, okay.
Now you can share, sir. You are co-host now. You can share.
Okay, okay. Is it visible?
Yes, yes.
I see you all as my daughters, and I tell you, this is the age where you all suffer from what is called as spotlight syndrome. That is, someone is always looking at me. What I'm wearing, how do I walk, how do I talk, how have I colored? What do you know extra other than your subject? Because whatever you learn here inside the campus, they serve to be a pizza base. Please remember, the educational qualification is just a pizza base. Have you ever seen anyone enjoying a pizza base alone without a topping? No. What do you have for topping that attracts the society? And that topping is a skill set. Are you good at conversing in different languages? Are you good at handling people who are from very heterogeneous population? Are you good at being, doing the work at the given time? Are you flexible? At the same time, are you firm? Are you confident of yourself? So many skill sets are needed. They call it under one umbrella. You all know the HR skills. So without skill set, as a topping, on your PISA base, I think life won't be enticing, life won't be successful. You have good things in store for you in future. For that, you need to have the courage to face the failure. It is only failures that would make us strong. And those who continue
Should we start?
they are weak at heart. They cannot even accept no as an answer. Whereas those who travel through the failures, I tell you,
Sir, please unmute yourself, Rajendra Deshpande, sir. So, should we start, Moril, sir?
Sure, madam.
Good afternoon to all, and welcome, Mr. Rajendra Deshpande, sir, in this short-term training program. We will have a short introduction about sir. I request Moril, sir. Yeah.
Good afternoon, all of you. In the second lecture of day 5 of second STTP, I welcome Rajendra Deshpande, sir, on behalf of organizing committee of Gurunanak College of Pharmacy in AICD sponsored STTP. In a brief introduction, Rajendra Deshpande, sir, he is a well-known thinker, speaker, trainer in the field of sales and marketing. He has developed himself in a digital age as a digital business value development consultant to USA. He is MBA career MSME in the field of MSME, growth models and equity management. On educational front, he has completed his PhD in process at Central University of Gujarat, Social Sciences. He is having masters in marketing management at Jamnanal Bajaj Institute of Management, Mumbai. To his credit, he is also having specialized courses like PG Diploma in International Trade at UBS Chandigarh. Basically, he is a graduate in Bachelor of Pharmaceutical Sciences from Nagpur University, and he is having vast experiences in many fields like business value development, training for students, startups, incubation centers, MSMEs, ongoing MBA students, MBA faculties. He holds also experiences in sales and marketing, training for sales and marketing personnel, consultancy in pharmaceuticals, travel management, tourism, foreign exchange. He has also worked in international American hospital and pharma companies as a consultant, specifically in pharmaceuticals. So with all these experiences, we are having and blessed with multifaceted personality like Rajendra Deshpande, sir. So I welcome you, sir, and I request you to start with your conversation with all of us.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Mitali. Thank you, the organizing committee. Thank you, Mr. Morir, for making me part of this program. And training students is my passion. And I always love to talk to faculties, deal with them, talk to them about the problems, and take the problems to conclusion, positive conclusion. In today's world, it is very important to deal with all these things because, as we all know, there are limitations for what an institution can offer to the students. It has come because of various factors such as regulations, the environment, and the competition that every student and every institution is coping up. Today's session, we will start in this 5-day program of entrepreneurship development. Today's session, I have been asked to deal with marketing and the entire aspects of marketing, conducting a product survey, marketing survey, and the related aspects of sales and marketing as a whole. The session is going to be quite big. I have around 110 to 120 slides to present in a matter of 190 minutes. So let us see how it goes, and be I will be little fast. So whenever you want to ask any question or I am meeting, we will have a question answer session at the end. But you can tell Dr. Mitali or mark her, because I will not be able to view the chat box. You please mark and tell Mitali to stop me in between if there is anything, something serious wrong going on. Thank you very much. And today's session is about entrepreneurship development, marketing management, product promotion, sales and advertisements, and how to conduct a market survey, its tools and techniques and guidelines. To start with, I quote Albert Einstein. In entrepreneurship, you all are intending to start in your colleges. Let me tell you, just as Einstein has said, I never teach my pupils. I only attempt to provide the conditions in which they can learn. So, in the process of entrepreneurship, a faculty can be just a facilitator. You cannot guarantee any students about 100% success in entrepreneurship. You can just guide him very objectively and very critically. This we have to remember. Now, how to choose entrepreneurship? What to choose? There is a very interesting quote I will show you. There is a best career advice that can be given, that don't attach yourself to any person, to any subject, to a place, a company, or an organization or a project. Attach yourself to a mission that calls you, that is passion, and that is how you keep your power and peace work pretty for me. This is very important in entrepreneurship. Connect your entrepreneurship project to something that forms a mission for your life. And it will come, this mission will develop from within. Nobody else can give you that mission from outside. It is from inside. The word entrepreneurship is derived from the French word entreprendre, which means we undertake. The process of identifying opportunities in the marketplace, organizing the resources required to pursue the opportunities, and investing the resources to exploit the opportunities for the term gains. It involves creating wealth by bringing together all the resources in ways to start and operate an enterprise by itself. Entrepreneurship is a practice and process that results in creativity. I think all of you have by now know what entrepreneurship is. I will skip this. An entrepreneur is a person who creates values. He creates business idea and takes it to the conclusion. And entrepreneur refers to the person, and entrepreneurship defines the process. Both men and women be successful entrepreneurs. Who is not an entrepreneur? This is very important to know, because many times all what you see around yourself, you find every businessman is an entrepreneur. No, every business person is not an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is the one who has some creativity, who is doing same things in something new way. He is an entrepreneur. Here in this slide, we are giving an example. If a person is having a small business in front of your house, he opens every day the cart and cleans it and doing the things exactly the same way that he has been doing for past 5 to 10 years. he is not an entrepreneur. Let me tell you. So try to differentiate when you observe in the society who is an entrepreneur and who is not an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur assumes significant accountability for the risk. Risk taking is one of the most important aspects of entrepreneurship. An entrepreneur is an individual who has the ability to identify and pursue a business opportunity and undertakes a business venture, raises the capital to finance it. He gathers necessary physical, financial, and all the resources to make the project viable. An entrepreneur is the one who sets goal for himself, herself, and others, initiates appropriate actions to ensure the process, and assumes all or a major portion of the risk. An entrepreneur is a job creator and he is not a job seeker. An entrepreneur is a person who has a dream, who has a vision, who has a passion, and is willing to take the risk, make something that is out of nothing. That is an entrepreneur. Now, benefits and importance of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship allows ones to undertake different forms of employment. Entrepreneurs are their own bosses, giving them opportunity to get more job satisfaction and flexibility at the workforce. Encouragement of the processing of local material into finished products for domestic consumption as well as exports. Healthy competition encourage higher quality products, development of new markets, promotion of the modern technology in small scale manufacturing, freedom from dependency on the jobs, possibility of achieving a great accomplishments, and there may be some tax advantage. These are the advantage of being an entrepreneur. Now, what are the qualities of entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is always looking for opportunity. He is seeking an opportunity. He is persevering. He has a perseverance. He has a patience to go through all the process and follow through and complete the process and get the things done. That requires perseverance. He is risk taking. The best entrepreneurs tend to set their own objectives where there is a moderate risk or of failure and take a calculated risk, gain satisfaction from completing a job, and not be afraid of public opinion, skepticism, take responsibility for their own actions. What is the importance of risk taking? There is a very, very significant point in this. Risk taking builds your self-confidence. It builds you from within. It creates a feeling of leadership. I have done this. And you can tell people, command over people on risk taking. Create a strong motivation to complete a job. An entrepreneur needs to consider the following issues before taking the risk. Number one, is the goal that is set realistic goal? How big is the potential reward for this risk? How big is the potential loss? What is the probability of failure within this risk? This is evaluating the risk and taking it with calculations. How can I minimize the potential negative effects of taking this risk? For example, starting a business based on market study, forming comparative cooperatives and cartels, it can reduce the risk. What kind of support or resources do I need to have in place to minimize or prevent the potential negative effects from this risk? What further information I need to minimize the risk? What past experience I have or I will need in the future for taking the risk? This is a mindset of an entrepreneur. Demanding for efficiency and quality is another attribute of an entrepreneur. You should demand for quality. You should demand for efficiency from your team. Quality refers to the ongoing process of education, communication, evaluation, and constant improvement of your services. A characteristics of the product or service that makes it fit to use makes a product, process, or service that is desirable. The ability of a product or a service to meet the customer's expectations for that product or the service. Quality. The importance of quality management in the entrepreneurship is reflected in the income statement of a business. There is a demand for quality products always. So how quality impacts the entrepreneur? It by reducing the waste, by increasing the market share and social responsibility. Time management is another very important quality of entrepreneur, because whatever do, it has to be within the time frame. The product that you are developing will get obsolete if it takes long time to get manufactured and bring it in the market, or if you are consuming more time to manufacture it, that even after starting the business, if you are taking something is more, you are getting out of competition because the competition is facing high. Information seeking. An entrepreneur is always seeking new and new information in his line and in his business, so that there is always updation in the quality of products, in the marketing services, in the digital marketing, in all the areas. Every day the technology is invading you, so you have to seek always the information and keep the mind open for learning. What type of information is important for the business? You should understand what is important and what is not important, especially in this today's world of you. Everybody is flooded with mails and flooded. When you search on Google, anything on Google, there are thousands and thousands of pages that you come across. So there is information flood. An entrepreneur should develop sharpness of mind, what is important and what is not important. Now, the two most areas of information are, the number one, the market that you are dealing with, and the supply of machines, supply of raw materials, supply, and talking about the customers. Infrastructure, you should have the information about what is going on. Business management, overall business management, availability of qualified person, and all these come to information. Finance, where are the finances available, what are the government schemes, what exactly is happening. Legislation, this is another important area that is affecting the pharmaceutical industry more because of the legislation. Goal setting. Entrepreneur must know a proper goal setting. It is a general direction. Goal is a general direction in which your organization that you are forming will go, what you will do. Objectives. These are the specific objectives and specific measurable objectives. They ought to be the objectives that you set. They have to be very smart. Smart means specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time based. These are the smart objectives that are necessary for the businesses that you are setting, however small, however big it is. Next is planning. This is again an important attribute of an entrepreneur. You should know planning. You should have a inbuilt skill it requires to develop a plan. Everything should form in a structure, step by step. What will you begin with? A planning is making a decision about the future. It is for future that you must plan today. Persuasion and networking. Persuasion is a way of convincing someone to get something done in your favor, inducing the people to take the action for you and for your projects. This is what is persuasion. Why it is important in a business? We purchase goods from people. We sell good to people. Remember this. It is the people whom you are dealing with. We sell goods to people. We need support from the people. We buy things from the people. We work with the people. So without people, whatever the suppliers, workers are there, there is no business. Remember this. Even in the technology era, people are most important. So dealing with people is a most important skill an entrepreneur should have. Networking is an extended group of people with similar interests. Networking is important for you in entrepreneurship. You should know what are the business networks. Now today, all these networks have become digital. On LinkedIn, there are so many groups and so many like-minded people like you. You are no longer unique in the world. In the same area, same specialization, you will find thousands and thousands of people. Factors that affect the persuasion and networking are social, cultural background, your communication skills, and your negotiation skills. These are the factors that affect the networking. Building self-confidence. Everybody listens about self-confidence, but entrepreneurship, having self-confidence is something different. It has to have a positive attitude within me that I can do or I cannot do. This comes with practice. It doesn't come by reading the books. Self-confidence is a state of being certain that a chosen action is the best one for effective given circumstances. Self-confidence can be described as a subjective emotional state of mind and is also represented statistically as a confidence level. Self-confidence is having confidence in oneself when considering the capability. Now, what are the characteristics of a self-confidence person who is an entrepreneur? He is risk-taking, he is independent, he's got a perseverance, he is able to learn to live with the failure, that is resilience, and ability to find happiness and contentment in the work and admitting mistakes and learning from them. I have marked here this slide with activity. There is as per the manual that we have developed in our association with a US company, there is an activity to be given to the students at this stage. We have a detailed manual for entrepreneurship, how to develop in different stages. Listening to others is a most important quality of an entrepreneur. You should listen to others, be open in your mind. Listening is not just verbal, you have to observe. Next is demonstration of leadership. You are not working alone, you are working in a team. So you have to develop capabilities so that people listen to you. Today, this has become a most challenging thing in a industry, because earlier people used to think that my labor, I am paying to this person, he is my employee, so he should listen, and in any language if I talk, he should take it and he should obey you. This stage has gone. You have to really convince people. Everybody is getting educated, so you have to be more important in developing the leadership. If you do not, there are tips for strengthening the entrepreneurship skills. If you do not have, now there is a test at this stage. There is a stage to evaluate your entrepreneurship skill, how much you have. There is a score sheet, and we can evaluate the entrepreneurship skill of a student. And if he is found below 50, he is not suitable to be entrepreneur. Now, if he is not up to the mark, there are methods of developing your entrepreneurship skills. This is what is given in this slide. You can talk to people, you can get trained, you can work in any business, and you can read, you can make yourself more knowledgeable about entrepreneurship. This is the method of creating your entrepreneurship skill and strengthening your everything. Now, next, generating business idea. What is a business idea? How to develop it? Every business is born from an idea. Business ideas come from observation. To find a potential opportunity, what people or businesses might want. Business ideas are sometimes developed from someone's education and past experience, idea about what products you are going to offer, what services you are going to provide, or what goods you are going to sell, where you are going to sell, how you are going to sell, and to whom you are going to sell. These are the very critical questions about asking the business idea. At this stage, I would like to tell you that we have a systematic method of finding out a individual's business value development. There are, in every person, every student, every person, there are value pillars and value drivers. We have to find it out and connect with your business ideas. And this has found to be very, very successful method of finding out and connecting up entrepreneurship. I will take a 2 minutes break. We will see the video for this.
You will find true success and happiness.
Can you see the screen?
There really is only one, and that is this. To fulfill
No, sir, video is not seen.
Ek minute.
expression of yourself.
I should stop share and then go to this screen.
Yes, yes. Now again share, sir. If you have stopped previous one.
As a human, one of is only one, and that is to find true success and happiness. No, there really is only one, and that is this. To fulfill the highest, most truthful expression of yourself as a human being. You want to max out your humanity by using your energy to lift yourself up, your family, and the people around you. The single most important lesson I learned in 25 years talking every single day to people was that there's a common denominator in our human experience. We want to be validated. We want to be understood. I've done over 35,000 interviews in my career. And as soon as that camera shuts off, everyone always turns to me and inevitably in their own way asks this question. Was that okay? I heard it from President Bush. I heard it from President Obama. I've heard it from heroes and from housewives. I've heard it from victims and perpetrators of crimes. I even heard it from Beyonce and all of her Beyonce-ness. Friends and family, yours, enemies, strangers, in every argument, in every encounter, every exchange, I will tell you, they all want to know one thing. Was that okay? Did you hear me? Do you see me? Did what I say mean anything to you? My hope is that you will try to go out and have more face-to-face conversations with people you may disagree with. That you'll have the courage to look them in the eye and hear their point of view and help make sure that the speed and distance and anonymity of our world doesn't cause us to lose our ability to stand in somebody else's shoes and recognize all that we share as people. This is imperative for you as an individual and for our success as a nation. So whether you call it soul or spirit or higher self, intelligence, there is, I know this, there's a light inside each of you, all of us, that illuminates your very human beingness if you let it. And as a young girl from rural Mississippi, I learned long ago that being myself was much easier than pretending to be Barbara Walters. Although when I first started, because I had Barbara in my head, I would try to sit like Barbara, talk like Barbara, move like Barbara. And then one night I was on the news, reading the news, and I called Canada Canada. And that was the end of me being Barbara. I cracked myself up on TV, couldn't stop laughing, and my real personality came through. And I figured out, oh gee, I can be a much better Oprah than I can be a pretend Barbara.
Thank you very much. So you have seen this screen, this video. Connect your business idea. If you really are genuinely interested in being successful, connect it with your self-expression. Self-expression is not a very difficult word, not a vague word. You can find it out very easily. Let me tell you, it cannot be found out in a classroom. It cannot be found out in your laboratory. You have to move out in the market, meet people, talk to people, go to conferences. A day will definitely come, you will find out your self-expression. This is what is most important thing today. Many of the pharmacy schools where I visit, the principal says, sir, our students are not interested in sales and marketing. And let me tell you, you will not be successful unless you know and you are genuinely having the skills of sales and marketing person. I have myself gone through these experiences. When I started my own business, when I had returned from abroad, I had told you in my last lecture, I had we were having a big pharmaceutical company. I was a marketing director. There was no problem. But somewhere I feel I don't know whether the regional manager working under me, the area manager working under me, and the representative working me, what are they exactly doing in the market? I myself took a bag and worked for about a year in selected areas and got my experience. And this is what I am today because of that. Now, your business idea will tell you which need your business will fulfill for its customer, what products or services your business will sell, who your business will sell to, how your business is going to sell, and this is what is the other side of marketing that you are going to learn today. What makes a good business idea? There are so many ideas coming into your mind for business. A good business idea is the one that is based on a product or a service that the customers really want. A product or a service you can sell at a price where customers can afford, and that price can give you profits. The knowledge of skills you have or you can get, the resources and the money you are able to invest. All good businesses begin with a good idea that has been well through. There is a practical session on how to find out business idea. There is no time to discuss how this practical session will go, but there is definitely it is there, which can evaluate idea, which will form your business plan. How do people find good business ideas? How to evaluate the ideas? Ideas are there everywhere. The people might want to buy a product or a service and it needs evaluation. Let me tell you. Business ideas information form. There is a standardized business ideas information form. You can generate this and list your ideas and evaluate these. What is the source of ideas? How to look for ideas? See, the ideas, the source for ideas is your past experience, other people's experience, who people talk to you. Arey, I had gone to this market, I find the product is of such a reputed company, but I have this problem. These are the complaints of this product, and so your brain triggers. Why cannot I improve this problem or product? Investigate your environment, you will find ideas, and have a brainstorming sessions with your friends, you will get idea. Analyze your business ideas and select the best one. Screen your ideas list. How to screen, how to evaluate. Go through the list of business ideas and make notes about each by answering the questions. Which customer needs to buy, want to satisfy? Which customer needs will your product or a service will satisfy? What product or service do your customers want? What quality of the products do your customers want? What do you know about the product or a service for this business? Who are your customers? Will there be enough number of customers to keep your business viable? Who are your competitors? How will you be able to supply the goods and services? How much do you know about the quality of goods? How does running this sort of business suit your personal characteristics and personality? How do you know there is a need for business in your area? How do you imagine yourself running this business in 10 years times ahead? Other important areas that need to be considered. Where can you get advice information about the business? Will this be the only business of this kind in your area? Is there any other similar business? Why do you think this business will be viable? Does this business need any equipment? Where will you get the resources to start the business? SWOT analysis of your ideas and of yourself. Strengths, weaknesses, and opportunity are the these. Strengths are the specific positive aspects. Weaknesses are the specific aspects that your businesses will. Opportunities are ongoing, the potential developments that are there. Threats are the probable events that may affect your business. However, I will recommend SWOT analysis to be substituted by business value development analysis, which is more broad and more holistic, and it is the latest technique of doing your analysis. Now, coming to developing a business plan. How to develop a business plan? A business plan is a written summary of your business. It includes information about the plans, operations, financial details, and its market opportunities and the strategies. Why business planning is necessary? Business plans, it shows how your business will flow. Business can expect a plan will be able to identify the parts of the business that require improvement. A plan makes it possible to access the bank loan. All these things requires a business plan if you want to move ahead. A business plan provides details of resources required and give potential investors and financiers. Checklist for business plan. The product. Why business? Why would customers buy this product? Are the product specification clear and are they acceptable? Coming to the market. The geographical description of market is a geographical description of the location where there is an exchange of products and services. There is a good local demand for the product or not. Who are your big competitors? How many competitors do you have? Does the business have? What is the market share? Is it low or is it okay? Does your product need publicity? And if so, what expenses are the needed for your promotion? What is the trend of selling price? Is the selling price enough to cover your expenses? Technical factors. Have you selected all the equipment? Do you have the machinery? What are the latest equipments that are available in the market for producing this? Do you have a necessary skill? And if not, what skills are required? Infrastructure. There are different questions and asking to be asked about the infrastructure, ownership, lease, and all the facilities that are there. Financial analysis. Have you done financial calculations needed for the project? Cost and all the income statement. Have all the costs of production been included in your calculations? Market analysis. A market is an area of potential exchange. A product is anything that can be offered for the market for buying, and a service is performed when the group offers something for exchange. Market research. Market research is conducted in order to collect the information Market research is a systematic, objective, step-by-step method of analyzing the consumer response and consumer demand. Market research helps to assess the viability of businesses. How to do market research? Talk to potential customers. Ask them, for example, the questions: what products or services do they want to buy? What are they currently buying? Where from they are buying? At what price? Why are they buying from that XYZ person or XYZ company? Talk to potential customers. When do they buy? How much do they buy? Which price? At what price? What are the preferences? What are the choices? Do they get any extra? What do they think about your competitors? Study your competitors' business. Find their products. For example, about the quality, about the design and their choices. What prices are they selling at? What exactly do they sell? How does their product differ from yours? This is what is important about market survey. Find about where do they get their inputs? Where do they sell? At what price? How do they promote? At what discounts are they selling? Do they have any special approaches to the customer care? How can you compete? Important note. When you are talking to competitors, you are talking to customers, be very careful in your communication, because this is a very, very sensitive area of survey. Ask the suppliers and your business friend which goods sell in their businesses, what they think about your business idea. Very important question. This type of questions and survey, it builds your self-confidence and your status, probable status in the market about the products that you are going to make and sell. Checklist of market survey. Instructions. Go into town with your small group. Always, preferably, do survey in person. Checklist categories of informations to be collected in the market, category questions to be asked. Information gathered during the survey. Questions. Who are the customers? Workplace and the costing. Cost of owning and leasing the premises. This is about the infrastructure questions. Availability of supply, availability of raw materials, distance from the main area, and traveling time, etc., etc. This is about survey about the infrastructure. Financial analysis. Budget. How to make a budget. A budget. What is a budget? Every enterprise must have a budget. How to make a budget has to be learned. A budget is a statement of income and probable expenses that you are going to incur in your business. Income, what are the different sources of income? What are the different activities the company is going to perform apart from the manufacture that will give the additional income to the company? That is income. Resource mobilization, very important thing, how to mobilize the resources and finances for your business. Resources, money is the one key resource that is important for business, along with other resources like machines, man, and equipments. All these are material, raw material. They are all resources. A seed for an agriculture company is a resource. Microbial culture for a pharmacy is a resource. A land is a resource. A tool is a resource. Resource mechanism. A resource mobilization mechanism is a specialized area. You have to know how, like when you mobilize funds by selling the product, similarly, you need skills to mobilize the resource with banks, with financial institution. You have to literally sell your project. There are different resources and sources for resources and access. There are own resources. There are advantages. Their funds are your own, so you have a discretion. But disadvantage is that your risk is increasing. When you own resources, there is no extra cost. There is self-reliance. Disadvantages is capacity of the individuals is limited. You have limited access to the funds because it is individual, your own fund. There is no sharing of risk. So entirely it is your risk when you invest your own funds. There can be gifts to you, but there are advantages of gifts and disadvantages also of the gifts. It is not a reliable thing. It can be taken away anytime. Loans also has, all these are the sources of funds which has advantages as well as disadvantages. You have to take, the point is you must weigh cost benefit advantages for these funds available. You can take a credit from supplier. This is also another important source. You can delay the payment to your supplier. There are again advantages of this, like it is a sure way of obtaining some supplies, but disadvantage is that there may be quality problem. There may be prices may be high, inflexibility of the planning, and is not a reliable supplier. Grants, there are government subsidies, and there may be, now the subsidies are going. I think other persons already must have informed you about this. I am just briefly covering to connect all these areas with the sales and marketing. Owner's equity, this is again a different source of funds. Loans, how to take loans from the others and banks, what documents are needed, this is given here. You may borrow money for lands, equipments, working capital. All these are the sources of funds. Having certain percentage and part of a total loan as a security, you can give. When it is useful to get a loan, when there is a justifiable financial gap in your business, and this, what time to take a loan, you have to decide. Where can you borrow from? There are banks, financial institutions, there are societies, credit societies, friends, relatives, suppliers. There is a government schemes, savings and credit cooperative. These are the different sources of funds from where you can borrow. Banks, suppliers, credits, and what are the types of loans? There are group loans, loans from the formal banks, institutions, individual loans, loans with informal savings and groups and associations. These are different types of loans. Before borrowing money, you should consider these very seriously. Develop a solid business plan, including total funding requirements and running of the cost for the first few months. Develop financial plan, including identifying funding sources. Identify and approach financial institutions in your area. Obtain the terms and conditions for the loan to be availed, and compare them with all the other options that are available. Check your business plan to establish the implications of different financial schemes and the financial options. Now, planning. Realistic planning, milestone wise, weekly planning is very important in business, because you should know what is going to happen next week, that is going to come from Monday. Simple rules that can help simplify realistic planning for you. Subdivide your plan into small packages and small tasks. Every task, every short, every small plan should have an objective. Always consult the experts in the areas for any problems. Don't hide the problems. Be open about the problems. Set the priorities of business. What exactly you are going to do first and what next. This will reduce the risk. Try to reduce the risk. When you are visualizing some things, anticipating some things, the risk automatically gets reduced because you have already thought about the problem. What are the contents of a business plan? It gives general description of the business, personal background, market plan, business market management plan, who are the main players, financial plan, sources of funds, and how you are going to operate, major assumptions that you have made in your businesses, and these are the contents of a business plan. Marketing concept. Understand marketing concept. Understand what is marketing, what marketing is, what marketing will comply. Here, I will advise you to undergo a selling exercise before you understand marketing. What is marketing? Marketing is an effort to identify and satisfy your customers' needs and wants. It involves finding out who your customers are, what they need, at what price, and what is the level of competition. It involves the knowledge and all the processes all you undertake to sell your product. Many small businesses owners feel that they offer exactly what the customers are needing and ask them to talk about it from marketing perceptions. They cannot successfully do so. This is where important experience of marketing is needed. Entrepreneurs who are good at marketing do not care just about the sales pitch and what they are going to talk. Because if you now, I stop this presentation and ask any of you to tell about yourself. This is a very common question that is asked in interviews and in various areas. How to sell a product is all about conversation and about communication. And your ability to formulate that conversation, just like you formulate a product, a tablet or oral, this is a very, very challenging task. A conversation also has to be designed and it has to be formulated. And this is what is marketing. One of the important successful access to find out a sales conversation and marketing conversation is perform business value development analysis. Develop attitudes. Customer is always a first priority. So you have to have that attitude, because the company cannot perform unless you are able to sell. It is of no use of having a very great product, but if you cannot market it, and not only you, the entire country, India, we have the best talents, we have the best companies, we have the best products, but however, we lag behind other countries and other competition. It is because of marketing. Get organized. There are some important tips for getting marketing. Get organized. Priority for marketing, separate marketing from other operations of the company. Get a website, leverage social media, set up a what claim of your online business is there, what policy and what strategy for online marketing you are using. Use Google ad. Design offline activities that you are going to perform in the market. What are the free services and free promotional schemes that you are going to give? This is very much important to design for successful marketing. Marketing answers always the following questions. Number one, who are my customers? Who are the people who buy? Who are the people who stop buying from me? What are my customers' needs and what are my wants? Perceptions of about quality. How can I satisfy my customers? Products and services. How do I make a profit as I satisfy my customers? 4 P's of marketing. It is very famous and very important. You all must be knowing. Market simulation activity. Here, I advise you to undergo activity and a practical on marketing. 4 P's of marketing. These are the things you leverage upon in marketing strategy. Number one, product. What product and services I am selling? You have to have the clarity. What is the product? Define your product that you are selling. What did I decide to sell these products? Is your product matching with what customers are looking for? Do any of my products not sell? Do I stock the products that do not sell? Do I have that product? Always listen to what your customers are liking and don't like. Do more marketing research in order to provide those products and services for increasing your sales. If your product is not selling well, think of new ideas. Pricing. Know your costs. At what price you should sell. Know how the customers are willing to pay. Know your competitors' price. Know how to make your prices more attractive. Place. Another 3rd P is place, that is distribution. How are you going to distribute your product? How it is going to make available? At what place? It is very important. Who are the distributors? What discount are you giving for the distributors? All these comes in distribution. Selling directly to the customers of the products. Are you selling directly or you are selling through distribution? Are you doing retail distribution or what distribution? Promotion is the 4th P of the product of the marketing. What advertising are you using? How much digital advertising you are doing? Let the customers try new product. What promotional schemes are you implementing? Sell the complementary products. Are you giving any complementary products? This is what are the questions that you have to answer in promotion. Market research. Understand the concept of marketing and the marketing. Define marketing research and learn the purpose of market research. Before starting the business, it is very much necessary to have the research. What are the areas that you research? What do they buy? What the customers are buying? Where do they buy? Why do they buy from XYZ person? When do they buy? How much do they buy? What price do they pay? What are the discounts? What are their preferences? What do they get anything extra? Market research is the gathering of the information that ties entire enterprise to its customers. It provides the information necessary for companies to correctly position their products. Well-designed market research gives a person an edge over the competition. Quality market research is the key to success. Why conduct a market research? To develop a product, a price, a promotion, place and distribution and people plans, to identify the problems in their marketplace, to learn about the competitors, to find what customers think about your products, and to gauge the performance of existing products and formulate your plans for the future. How to conduct a market research? Talk to potential competitors, find out their products or services, what prices they charge, what exactly are they selling, how their products and services differ from your services. Where do they get inputs? Where they sell? How they promote their products and services? And any special approaches do customers have? How you can compare? All these are very highly sensitive. You have to, it is very easy to list these questions, let me tell you. But how you ask, the way you communicate is important. Now coming to digital marketing. Digital marketing has become very popular. There is, I don't think in the areas of that you are there, everybody has an account in all the social media and networks. Social networks are now common. However, universities and colleges cannot teach all the important things in sales and marketing, including digital marketing. There has to be a specialized training in this area. Always remember this. What is that you need to master yourself in digital marketing? Understand this. Check out these 4 skills. This is the most important chart that you are having. How successful habits have to be developed for successful digital marketing for your entrepreneurship. Number 1 area important for digital marketing is copywriting, content marketing. You must have heard this word, content marketing. Very important for entrepreneurs, especially if you want to have a successful digital marketing. Digital marketing you cannot avoid today. Let me tell you, you cannot avoid. You have to have good profile built on LinkedIn and other important sites. It is very important. The term content is the king has long since become a password. What you say, what you communicate, what you conversation is very become important. We all talk about keywords. How do you get keywords? Where from do you get? Keywords is most important thing. And it is here that business value development is important for keywords, because all the things that you get in out of a business value development analysis is your entire area, and most important is keywords that are value based. People go online to find the answers for all the things you cannot avoid. So all the newsletter, blogs, website, videos, they are important for digital marketing. Analytics, another important area for analytics, getting results. You have to have analysis, Google Analytics of your website and all your activities on digital marketing area. Social media marketing, just being present on Facebook and other social site is not digital marketing. You have to have a well-defined digital strategy for your business. Let me give you an example. There are more than 60-70 million people of America on social media. 90% they go for social chatting. The purpose of visiting social media is purpose. 67% they go for fun, for watching movies and music, other things. And 66% are interested in finding out business, career, and opportunities. So this 66% is your target. So you should know by analytics who is my buyer on digital marketing, who is my target area. Brand management, this is another important aspect of digital marketing. You, by using your words, by using keywords, by using proper content, you create your brand on social media. Let me tell you this. This is very important. And developing brand will require business value development analysis. Selling. What is selling? How to sell? During the first 4 seconds of meeting a person, you should show your intellect, enthusiasm, and your expertise. Keep the customer intrigued, and you should be able to spark the interest in the customer in the first seconds. People do not buy logic. People get impressed by the emotions. Convinced that he or she is really needs the deal. Sell your vision of a more positive future. Collect information to understand your client before making a meeting. Collect information to understand your client. Explain more than once that product is stunning. Competing on price is almost always a mistake. And practice your opening and make a connection with the customer and keep it going. If we have few minutes, I will talk about business value development.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can.
Business value development gives a specialized approach for your business as well as your career. Remember this. Everything is getting personalized. So personalizing your career, because in a classroom scenario, in the today's education system, we have a mass-based education system. We are not able to have time to find out individual values of our students and of our people. So that is why business value development is necessary. Everyone has a value. Your MBA student, technology student, BPharm students, they have, all of them have value, and you are interacting and teaching them for 4 to 5 years and 2 years in MPharm. It is enough of time to find individual values of the students. And there is a systematic method to find out individual values. I am training the students for this. It impacts individual one-on-one. It keeps tying the missing links in our education. It gives focus on your marketing abilities. It finds out demonstration of your talents. Every student has a talent. Every individual has a talent in some or other area. You have to find it out. Make the relevant achievements, find it out, and you have to tie up all these things with the career and with the values that the industry is looking for. There are methods of finding out. There is a question answer method and introspection method for finding out your business values. Then during the internship that you give to students in M-Farm as well as B-Farm, you can systematically plan that for 3 months and take a holistic training of the organization that the students are going. And it is possible that each and every student of a team who goes to internship, he can develop individual case. There are cases, we have published cases for the students. You can also go into this once you set up entrepreneurship development course. There is a case development method for the students as well as the faculties. Case development is the most important learning method for student. AICT and UGC also has emphasized this. The outcome of business value development training is developing the business value perspective, developing a holistic views, and working in the organization, hands-on experience in handling the business, developing strategic approach for suitable businesses, and it helps differentiating from one another, not by competition, not by marks, not by grades, but by value. Outcome is training and exposure, and training exposure to all the areas of your life. Thank you very much. And last, before the questions, there is one more video I want to show.
So stop sharing this presentation and then you can.
The
Yes.
Serenity Prayer, which was given to me about 40 years ago by Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, the man who wrote the book Power of Positive Thinking. He was addressing close to 1,000 people. As he came in, he said, "You people look so comfortable, calm, relaxed. It seems nobody has a problem." And then he asked, "Does anybody have a problem?" So everybody raised their hand. Of course, everybody has a problem. Then he said, "How many people would like to get rid of their problems?" Again, everybody raised their hand. Then he said, "On my way here to this congregation, I came across a place and I saw there were some people lying there, relaxed, totally stretched out. They had no problem. How many people would like to know where that place is?" Then he said, 2 blocks away from here, there is a cemetery. I saw there were some people lying there, relaxed, all stretched out. They had no problem. How many people would like to get rid of their problem? Nobody raised their hand. Everybody put their hand in their pocket. Then Dr. Peale said, he said, "Problem is a sign of life. As so long as we are alive, we shall have problems. The day we don't have problems, we'd be dead." Then he said, "We cannot solve all our problems, but we can handle them." And then he gave the Serenity Prayer, which I've been practicing for the last 45 years, and I have not left my home without the prayer. And here it is. It says, "God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, and courage to change the things that I can, and wisdom to know the difference, what I can and what I cannot. Now, folks, if you analyze and dissect this little prayer, God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change. Now, there are some things beyond. Everything is not in our control in life. I didn't choose my parents, neither did you. I didn't decide where I was going to be born, neither did you. If this is my height and this is the color of my skin, there's nothing I can do. And granted, sometimes people are born deformed. What wrong did they do? And sometimes good things, bad things happen to good people for no fault of their own. What wrong did they do? Who knows? Now, many times in life, we keep fighting the things we just cannot change, and we bring stress into our lives and we become unproductive. And then he said, if I can change, then give me the courage to do it and wisdom to know what I can and what I cannot. See, folks, when I wrote my book, You Can Win and You Can Achieve More, I took this thought one step further and I wrote in that life is full of choices and life is full of compromises. Seems like a contradiction, but not really. See, how is life full of choices? If I ill-treat you, I've chosen to be ill-treated, haven't I? If I treat you with discourtesy, I've chosen to be treated with discourtesy, haven't I? If I light up a cigarette, I've chosen to invite cancer, haven't I? If I drink and drive, I've chosen to invite an accident, haven't I? If I live in unhygienic conditions and I practice unhygienic practices and I go into unsanitary conditions, I've chosen to invite the virus, haven't I? Now, folks, keep in mind, we are all free to the point of choice. But after we make our choices, choice controls the chooser. We have no more choice. Now, how is life full of compromises? As somebody said, well, in life, we cannot choose the cards that are dealt to us. What we can choose is how we play the game. And sometimes nature gives us a lemon. The choice is ours. Do we cry or do we make lemonade? Now, what is success? Series of positive choices in life is called success. And series of negative choices in life is called failure. That's about it. It's that simple. Now, sometimes people ask me, people who are successful, don't they make mistakes in life? And people who are failures, don't they do something positive in life? And my answer is, look, people who are successful, they do make mistakes. But making a mistake once in a while does not make a person a failure. Repeating the same mistake again and again is what makes a person a failure. And doing something positive once in a while does not bring success. It is repeating the same positive behavior again and again is what brings success. Folks, the only thing I can make is, at this time of crisis, we have to make some choices. How do we utilize this downtime? This is downtime. If during this downtime period, if we do not come out upskilled, or if we do not come out more knowledgeable, and if we do not come out healthier and fitter, then it is not because we lack time, but we lack self-discipline and we lack commitment. This is time to use this time productive for you can get a head start. The moment the crisis is over, you'll get a jump start in life. God bless you. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful video.
Yes, there is one more I will show you. You must see this.
I see you all as my daughters, and I tell you, this is the age where you all suffer from what is called as spotlight syndrome. That is, someone is always looking at me. What I'm wearing, how do I walk, how do I talk, how have I colored my hair, what is the shade of lipstick that I wear, what dress I'm wearing, how do I talk to others, whether do I talk fluent English or not, how do I carry myself, how is my symmetry. So all these would always be dominating in your mind. That is the age. You're not to be blamed. That is called a spotlight syndrome. Always a spotlight is on you. As people are performing on the stage, you could see a spotlight focusing on them. Wherever they move, the spotlight also moves. Like that you may feel. But I tell you, all these are myth. Reality is different from the spotlight syndrome. Take life casually. You need not pressurize yourself, but at the same time, be prepared to face what life throws to you. It is your responsibility to show your value to the world. What is that value? The skill set that you have. So you have to equip yourself with the skill. What do you know extra other than your subject? Because whatever you learn here inside the campus, they serve to be a pizza base. Please remember, the educational qualification is just a pizza base. Have you ever seen anyone enjoying a pizza base alone without a topping? No. What do you have for topping that attracts the society? And that topping is a skill set. Are you good at conversing in different languages? Are you good at handling people who are from very heterogeneous population? Are you good at being, doing the work at the given time? Are you flexible? At the same time, are you firm? Are you confident of yourself? So many skill sets are needed. They call it under one umbrella. You all know the HR skills. So without skill set, as a topping on your pizza base, I think life won't be enticing. Life won't be successful. You have good things in store for you in future. For that, you need to have the courage to face the failure. It is only failures that would make us strong. And those who continuously face success, I tell you, they are weak at heart. They cannot even accept no as an answer. Whereas those who travel through the failures, I tell you, leave them in any corner of the earth, they will get back. Be confident. Each one seated here is a unique personality. You are special creations and you are limited edition. There could be nobody like you in this world. You are the one. You are unique. You are special. You are beautiful in the way you are created, and you are here created for a purpose, to do something to your family, to the institution, and to the society. So be bold to face failures, and every time you fall down, get up. Enjoy life, and remember, you are no less than anyone. Thank you all, girls. Thank you so much.
Wonderful video.
Now we are open for the questions.
Participants, you can unmute yourself and ask questions, or can put in the chat box. Is anybody having question?
Not a question, but thank you, Deshpande sir, for insightful lecture. You have rightly said that be it entrepreneurship, be it businessman, be it startup, marketing and selling is of utmost importance. It is one of the pillars of your business or entrepreneurship.
Yes.
So, sir, you have given good examples how to market your product in this digital age. No one can afford to become illiterate regarding digital communication and digital advertisement.
Yes.
So that is very important.
Yes, and these things are simple to learn. One has to have an open mind.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It does not require rocket technology.
Yes.
One has to have an open mind, and that especially in a pharmacy background, pharmacy schools, especially outside Pune and Mumbai, there is a little Students are talented, faculties are talented, but the limitations are there for learning sales and marketing. You must
Even sir,
address this. You must
I
address
have
this.
I have seen that there is a requirement of programming by pharmacy graduates. Many
Yes,
companies ask that the pharmacy graduate should know at least two programs. Apart from MS Office, they should know Python and R. These are the two programming languages which are of utmost importance nowadays.
yes.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, it was really a wonderful presentation covering all market survey and the marketing management. It was
Yes.
really a vast topic, and you have covered everything in that. And
The PowerPoint is ready with me. I will send it across. No
yeah.
Madam,
Yes,
sir,
sir. Yes,
myself,
sir.
Abhay
Please,
Shura,
please,
Principal of
please, sir.
Gurunanak College of Pharmacy. Sir, when we were studying in undergraduate course at Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences, we used to play cricket, university matches and all these things. So we badly lost in one of the good matches rather, final match it was. And
Okay.
then at that time, our student secretary, he wrote in a magazine, failures are the pillars of success. So I got this pillar word from the Mori sir's conversation just now. And everybody should remember that one failure is not going to means matter for the entire life. And
Yes,
thanks for
yes.
sir, your
How
encouraging
how you
speech.
respond to failure is important thing for learning.
Yes.
You see, you turn your face down after failure, it will not give you any learning.
Yes, yes.
यस यस सर, बड़े बड़े कंपनीज के सीईओ के जब इंटरव्यू होते हैं तो उनको ये पूछा जाता है कि हाउ यू विल डील विद द फेलियर्स, नॉट हाउ विल यू इंक्रीज द सेल्स.
Yes.
Yes. Every time you have to get up again.
Thank you very much. And I hope I have done my justice to all your expectations. And
Yes, sir. It was a wonderful presentation, and somebody has commented also. Dr. Vaishali has put it in the chat box that it was a wonderful presentation.
the time was less. I have one or two more videos to show you. Anyway, it's okay. Thank you very much. And can I log off now?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Please remain connected to us, sir.
Yeah, keep in communication. I have given my phone number to all.
Yeah.
You can contact me anytime, anywhere, no problem. Teaching is my passion, and I will come down to your place. And maybe next week I am coming to Nagpur. And one more important announcement is there. I forgot. I am organizing an international webinar on 2021 is coming. What different you will do in 2021 that you are not done before? Address this question, and how on this question, based on this, how will you plan for 2021?
Okay.
Whether it is personal plan, whether it is a business plan, how will you do? I am organizing an international webinar. There are 2-3 international speakers from US who have accepted my invitations. They will be there, and I will be sending the link and registration. There will be this is only for registered people. So registration link will be sent to Dr. Mitali, and you can circulate it to other participants. You are invited.
Yes.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Thank you.